is bracketed as the number 6 seed. Last night, TABC beat Mag and David as the 7th seed, so they're coming to us next Wednesday, and the winner of the DRS-TABC basketball game will play in the championship here a week from Sunday.
Wow. Here at Yeshiva University. So basically, Sunday afternoon, you can put it in the book. DRS will be playing for the Yeshiva Championship.
I ain't guaranteeing anything.
I'm guaranteeing it right here. DRS number 51 going back to 2002 as a graduating senior. We almost made the championship that year.
You almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think we almost made the playoffs either. While we're on the topic of Mazel Tovs, I want to give a couple of Mazel Tovs out to other DRS alumni, mainly ones that I'm related to. Mazel Tov to my cousin Eitan Schreier, just got engaged this past week. He was a DRS hockey player from 2002. He's Rabbi Eli Brazil. Rabbi Eli Brazil from DRS is just showing up here. This is like a DRS reunion party alumni place for me. Rabbi Eli Brazil, we'll say hello to people later. Rabbi Eli Brazil from DRS, welcome to the Jewish Reaction.
Oh, this is great to be here.
Wow, you just got here. How's the weather outside?
Pretty nasty.
Wow, are we using both? No, we can drop the mic. Rabbi Eli Brazil, what brings you to Yeshiva University right now?
DRS is playing in the South Tournament.
Are you all decked out? Check this out, I'm wearing my DRS jersey from 2002.
That's an old school jersey.
I had to find it. My dad had to dig it up in my room. I called him yesterday morning. I was like, hey, find my jersey and send it to me.
I keep my Flatbush jersey on a wall somewhere. Rabbi Brazil is every jersey we ever had. If you go to his office, it's a shrine.
You should be wearing them all right now, and every time we score, take another one off and give it to someone else.
Maybe we should.
Yeah, how about this? Next Sunday, Yeshiva University, DRS plays for the championship. We do that. You come wearing 50 t-shirts. It'll be like a Scheinberg. You show up wearing 50 t-shirts. DRS will score 100 points. Every time we score, you take off the t-shirt and give it to a fan.
You got a deal.
Does that work?
We should do something for charity. That'll be a lot of fun.
That is charity. We're giving out t-shirts.
We have the gunshot that we give out t-shirts to.
I don't think we use those anymore. Those are dangerous now.
Are they?
I don't know. I'm mixed up.
We did it. You remember we opened up the gym in 2001, that first hockey?
We had a helium balloon flying around.
Yeah.
What? No, of course we opened the gym with hockey because hockey is all important at DRS.
We did play a basketball game the next day.
We opened the gym before. No, before. It was
the next day. Sunday was the next day.
A 12 o'clock game against Flatbush.
Against Flatbush.
We lost in overtime.
Somebody threw the ball behind the back.
That is correct. Just so everybody who's listening, that somebody was not me. I will not say who it is, but it was not me. I don't like to brag, but I did have 18 points in the first half of that game. Did you? Finished the game with 22, yeah. Well, I guess that didn't work out. Yeah, I went to a triangle too.
They did.
An Eli Hagler and Eli Mansdorf.
I saw Eli Mansdorf. He was speaking of Mazel Tovs. This morning, I went to a baby naming. Your cousin Kevin Hagler.
You were in the middle of doing Mazel Tovs.
We were in the middle of Mazel. Kevin Hagler was there, and Eli Mansdorf was there, but Kevin was naming his baby girl, and he named her Abigail Hadassah.
And we're calling her Abby.
Yes.
So I'd like to welcome Abby Hagler, the newest edition, who will most definitely also at some point end up in a Halb school. Most probably she'll end up at SKA. I don't think there are plans to merge DRS and SKA anytime soon.
Not just yet.
We have the DRS Valley Torah game starting in about 50 seconds from right now. Rabbi Brazil, let's get a prediction. Let's get a prediction right now. Number 6 DRS against number 11 Valley Torah.
I think DRS is going to take it. And Ellie here, this is what you...
Check it out! I just got thunder sticks. DRS Wild gets thunder sticks.
I love it loud. I don't throw loud inside. So
I'm going to have to blow this up, so excuse me for 2 seconds. Oh, actually, while we're here, we have 2 rabbis, 2 athletes, 2 former athletes. Former athletes? Former athletes.
Very
you guys are getting pretty old. So we have 2 rabbis, 2 athletes, and 2 DRS faculty members here. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to play a clip from the 1993 ESPY speech given by Jim Valvano, who coached the 1983 North Carolina Wolfpack to the national championship. Lorenzo Charles, right? Lorenzo Charles put in the basket with 2 seconds left.
Derek Wittenberg shot it.
Derek, wow. Of course you would know that, obviously.
I don't want to say it, but I know all 5 players on the court.
We don't have time for that. That's ridiculous. That's embarrassing that you even know that. We're going to play clips from his speech. This happens to be one of my favorite speeches of all time. I think it's very inspirational. He actually died about 8 weeks later. He had bone cancer. And it started the Jimmy V Cancer Research Foundation that ESPN does and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to play a clip right now, and then I want to hear what you guys think of it. Let's go, ZK. Let's roll it. Nope, not playing yet.
How do you get through life or each day? It's the same thing. To me, there are 3 things we all should do every day. If we do this every day of our life, you're going to have, what a wonderful, number 1 is laugh. You should laugh every day. Number 2 is think. You should spend some time in thought. And number 3 is you should have your emotions moved to tears. could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. And
So what do you think of that? What do you think of that? If you weren't actually listening,
Live life to the fullest. I remember that speech well. I remember the story you told about the Green Bay Packers.
he walks into the room. Boom,
You gotta think about 3 things every day, boys.
Your religion,
Your family,
very good.
and the Green Bay Packers. I agree with that. You know, one of the great things about DRS, and I remember Brazil and I spend a lot of time doing it, is that at our meetings, while they're serious, there's always laughter, there's always a good time. And, anytime I met with you, Ellie,
We only had good time.
only good times, but it's always about laughter. You have to think hard, you have to be very pensive, you have to be very visionary towards, you look at a kid, and you can't just see the kid, you have to see him as an adult. So I think what Jimmy Valvano was saying is terrific. My former counselor in Bunk 7 in Camera Shah just walked in.
Welcome to Nachum Siegel of the Nachum Siegel Network.
What a person who had a profound influence on my life.
Wow.
Back in 1982.
1982. Wow. That was before I was born. Wow. You're listening to the Jewish Reaction here on the Nachum Siegel Network. My name is Eli Hagler, coming to you live from Reuben Hall at Yeshiva University at the 22nd annual Sarachek basketball tournament. For those of you who are following online at maxlive.com, DRS and Valley Torah have just tipped off. The game is now 13 seconds owed, and we are still in the fourth quarter. Wow, we are now being joined by Rabbi Dov Emerson, the assistant principal of DRS. Can we share it on there? Yeah. Soon to be, or now officially the head of school at the Eula Boys in Los Angeles. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Mazel tov and congratulations.
Thank you very much. I had my first experience with Panther Nation just now.
Yes, so what's the story? Are you wearing yellow? Are you wearing green? I mean, you're wearing black and white, but
I'm clad in neutral colors right now.
Wow, so this is really exciting for you. Hold on a second. You were watching the Eula Boys win, and they won their game.
Yes.
They won their first round matchup. And now DRS, where you're currently at, is playing right now, and you left.
I'm up here.
Oh, you came up to come on the air.
I knew where they started.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to say hello.
Wow. So, what are the emotions going on? Leaving DRS, but you're going to Eula. You're moving across the country.
Certainly very.
Your wife and I work together at the OU, and she's leaving us.
That's the hardest part, honestly. No, it's certainly very bittersweet. We've been at DRS for 12 years. It's certainly our home. We feel like it's our family, and a lot of wonderful, wonderful memories. And God willing, continue the amazing relationships with Shlita and others. And we're excited.
Slang for stewardship.
For those of you not in the know.
That's a Davidmanism, isn't it? Didn't he start that?
Actually, a guy from our shul, this guy Bob Kolb, started it. So it's an old.
Let's go with Davidman. Sounds better.
We'll go with Davidman.
Well, we want to wish you luck from all of us here at the OU, the Orthodox Union, Yeshiva University, the Nachum Siegel Network. Wishing you the best of luck in your endeavors as the new head of school at the Eula Boys High School in Los Angeles. Last question. I need an answer. DRS plays Eula in the championships of Sarachek. What color are you wearing? Come on. Come on. No one's
As
listening to
the
you.
current assistant principal,
Oh, no. Panthers! Panthers, come get them! Panthers!
Tough spot.
You know what you could do? You could
Root for a tie.
Let's see if you remember this. Brady Quinn and A.J. Hawk, football players from Ohio State and Notre Dame.
Brothers-in-law.
Very good. Brother-in-laws. And when they played each other...
Brothers-in-law. You might be right.
Potato.
Yeah, I hear that.
When they played each other, the parents wore jerseys split down the middle that were sewn together.
My father-in-law does that at Camp Marshall for color war also. So
And what are the two jerseys that he puts together?
he has like the gold and the red, whatever they do for color war.
Yeah, but that's all Morashah.
Right.
Elliot and Moore, you could have gone with the Harbaughs.
What'd they do?
They played against each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but didn't the parents wear clothes? Regular clothes?
But I said they could have gone the half jersey, maybe the Ravens.
Maybe I should put that up for them. You know what we're gonna have to do is, you know what? I have my DRS white. I have my DRS jersey here. My white jersey. You wanna put it on and go in there?
I gotta go be.
Rabbi Dodo, thanks for joining us and good luck with everything you go to the wedding tonight. Mazel tov against the Bari Klein wedding coming up. We're coming to you live here on the Jewish Reaction, presented by the OU, the Orthodox Union, here on the Nachum Siegel Network. My name is Eli Hagler. I'm the assistant director of Yachad. But more importantly, right now, I am a DRS alum. As the DRS Wildcats. Wow.
Defensive struggle
Are they
so
playing
far.
hockey or basketball? It's 0-0 with 5:31 left. 0-0. I guess a defensive struggle going on. There must be a timeout going on now. Oh, clock is moving again. 5:28 left. Robert Storch, I want to tell two stories of DRS basketball. I don't know if you remember either. I'm hoping that you do. You coached me when I was a freshman.
Sure.
We went 5-5, as we said earlier. There was one game we played in Lawrence High School.
Okay.
We played against the Hafter Hawks, who in high school I always hated Hafter only because I never beat them in basketball.
Okay.
I only beat them in 8th grade, and we'll tell that story later. We played them, and we started the game on a 5-0 run. We started the second half on a 5-0 run. All 10 points were scored by Justin Chisan.
Okay.
And we lost by how many?
You see, I don't want to embarrass you, but we played 2 games against Hafter that year. One was in Long Beach, one was at Hafter.
Very good! No, that's not true.
When you were a sophomore, you were a freshman.
I was a freshman. I was a freshman.
Listen, you were a sophomore you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about when I was a freshman.
We lost both games.
Oh, you know, I might have been a sophomore. No, I was a freshman. You don't coach me as a freshman.
When you won both games against Hafter in the regular season, we lost by double digits 3 times.
We lost this game by 41 points. 41 points with 2 5-0 runs to start each half.
I believe one of our players wasn't there.
Shmuel
Gav was in Israel.
Gav Friedman is now in Israel. I just saw in the paper that he's working at a Pesach program in Hawaii.
That's a nice game.
In Hawaii.
He works for Shantori. He's a very popular speaker. We've had a lot of kids go and hear him speak, and he's very well known.
Let's talk a little bit about spending the year in Israel, which is a very, very popular thing to do coming out of DRS. I know when I went, we were 43, I think, in DRS.
We were 41.
38 or 40 of us went.
37 out of 41, and then the following year, 2 more guys went. Yeah, remember, it was a war year, so 2 guys went actually for your Shana Bet. They went their Shana Aleph.
And what's the story now? Still same
Still very
situation?
strong. We have 92
Which are
graduates.
the big yeshivas in Israel that the guys are going to?
So it looks like coming up. Every year it's different. Next year it'll be Nativ Aryeh, Shalvim. We'll have a nice chunk. Torah Shraga. We'll have a nice chunk of boys.
Nice chunk is probably 10 or 12 guys in the same yeshiva.
Yeah. We have to, because we're sending about 80-something boys to Israel. So you have to
Wow,
divide that up
amazing.
amongst 8 yeshivas. That's a nice amount.
That's
but they're
unreal.
all great. Reshit and Or Yerushalayim is still great. Mivaseret. Karen B'Yavne, Gush. The real trick is not necessarily what's the best yeshiva, it's finding the right yeshiva for each kid.
Do you feel that now there are enough yeshivas and enough types of yeshivas and programs that everybody should go to Israel, but that there is the right place for everybody in Israel?
I think that there is a right yeshiva. I don't think that every kid should go to Israel. Not all kids have the mental maturity to go to Israel. But if you want to go and you have desires to grow, then there's always a natural shidduch. Nothing's perfect, just like, any shidduch that you make, nothing's perfect, but you have to make
Well,
the
you
best
hope that
of it.
shidduchim are perfect.
You hope it's perfect. But you always got to work around certain difficulties in every area of life, and with hard work, you get through and things are great. And the kids these years, the best thing I do is in January, one of the great things I do is I go visit.
Oh, you get a trip to Israel.
I go to Israel.
Visit the alumni.
I visit the alumni. I go to all the yeshivas, and it's really nice. But one of the nicest things now, Eli, is one of the yeshivas I go to, and a couple of them actually, I see some of our former students who are Rebbes there.
Really?
So in Mivaseret, we have a
Who's
Talmud
the Rebbe Mivaseret?
Joey Herschel's a Rebbe in Mivaseret.
Joey Herschel.
And then when
DRS hockey star.
Yes, and this year also, when I was doing my trip around Israel, there's Josh Greyjour doing the same thing for Weinbaum. So
Josh Greyjour now works at Weinbaum, lives in Boca.
And he's the Israel guidance person. So here I am doing my trip, and
so
there he is.
he's literally following in your footsteps.
I guess. Or in this case, he'll be in the car steps.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was a lot of fun. Thank God.
That's wild. Thank God, that's amazing. And then a lot of the guys will end up coming back to Yeshiva University. Even if they don't come to Yeshiva University, they continue to learn and stay involved in the Jewish community wherever they do go.
100%. And a lot of them stay in touch. One of my great pleasures in this world is that I'm constantly in touch with the alumni. I mean, Ellie, you know that you can call me whenever you want, and we often have talks. And you were in my class 11 years ago. So
a number of different classes.
That's true. I could review Yirmiyahu.
No, I had you for Esther.
That was the
maybe also your
freshman year. I guess that wasn't as memorable.
That one wasn't as good.
Do Moser, guys do tshuva or going to destroy the base of Mikdash. That was Yirmiyahu. But you also my class is right for Chamish Megillas and also for Machshava.
Well, that's exactly true. I'll tell you, there are 2 people that when I send them a text message, reply within seconds every time. It could be noon, it could be 4 a.m. Doesn't matter. One is Rabbi Elias Storch from DRS, and the second is Miriam Wallach, the general manager of the Nachum Segal Network.
I'm in fine company.
So unbelievable. Is that Rabbi Ari Rockoff? It is Rabbi Ari Rockoff.
Wow.
Rabbi Ari Rockoff, how are you? It's great to see. I don't want to interrupt your conversation. Oh, the ping pong is coming up next. I want to thank Rabbi Elias Storch for joining us here on the Jewish Reaction, presented by the OU, the Orthodox Union, here on the Nachum Segal Network. My name is Eli Hagelin. We're
real pleasure.
live.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you, Rabbi. We're being here live from Reuben Hall at Yeshiva University as the 22nd annual Red Sarachek basketball tournament is now well underway, almost a full day in the books. And right now, I want everybody to know, my alma mater, the DRS Wildcats, are beating Valley Torah in a shutout, a basketball shutout. It is 5-0. 5-0. Granted, they're only 6 minutes into the game, but still, it's a defensive struggle. 5-0 going on. Wow. You know what I want to do now? We're going to play the second clip from the Jimmy V speech from 1993 ESPY Awards, and let's listen to this. A little serious, but it's really good stuff.
Last thing, I urge all of you, to enjoy your life, the precious moments you have, to spend each day with some laughter and some thought, to get your emotions going, to be enthusiastic every day. And Ralph Waldo Emerson said, nothing great can be accomplished without enthusiasm, to keep your dreams alive in spite of problems, whatever you have, to be able to work hard for your dreams to come true, become a reality. Now I look at where I am now, and I know what I want to do. What I would like to be able to do is to spend whatever time I have left and to give and maybe some hope to others.
Well, I mean, to me, I just love that speech. I think it's very inspirational. Actually, Daniel Gordon, who's coming up next, the host of The Stunt Show, just told me that he talks about that almost every time. But, you know, his show is coming up just next at the 6 o'clock hour. Daniel Gordon is coming on. And then after Daniel Gordon's Stunt Show, we have Thursday Night Extravaganza, a souped-up edition, 2 hours live from Yeshiva University with Nachum Siegel here on Thursday night on the Nachum Siegel Network. And we're now being joined by Heidi Fuchs, the Director of Operations in the Office of Admissions at Yeshiva University. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, Ellie.
Heidi Fuchs, welcome to the Jewish Reaction.
Thank you.
So before we talk about Sarachek, NYU, I want to congratulate you. Your son, Elliot, who is a junior
Yes.
at MTA, the Maharsha Stern Talmudic Academy of Yeshiva University High School for Boys, or whatever the
Go
title
Lions,
is.
Lions for
Who's
life.
also the number 5 seed in Sarachek.
No.
Last night? Was it
Yes,
last night?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, they beat my DRS Wildcats in hockey, 3-2.
MTA won.
MTA won 3-2. That's Miriam Waller clapping. She's not a fan of DRS. Anything that I like, she is an enemy of.
They beat them at DRS. Let's just
Oh, it's
clarify.
at DRS?
DRS.
Oh,
Shame,
that's a
shame.
killer. And my first cousin, Chesky Questel,
An
was the
excellent,
goalie.
excellent goalie.
Well, the athletic ability runs in the family. You know that.
It skips some generations.
Skip some generations, huh? So tell us a little bit about Sarachek. Why do we do this? Who's here? What's the purpose? So much work has to go into this. Why are we doing this?
This is an amazing event. Yeshiva University revolves around Sarachek. You should know that.
Yeshiva University revolves around Sarachek.
Well, that's the feeling on campus today.
I bet it is.
20 teams from across the United States and Canada.
And Canada.
Thank you for correcting me. Would join for what is the most exciting moment of basketball in the entire world. And sometimes there are upsets.
And there's
sometimes
no
there's
better
not.
place to have that than right here at Yeshiva University.
Nowhere but here.
Nowhere but here. You heard it here from Heidi Fuchs, the Director of Operations at Yeshiva, at the Office of Admissions of Yeshiva University, joining me, Ellie Hagler, here on the Jewish Reaction presented by the OU on the Nachum Siegel Network. Just to give everybody an update right now, my DRS Wildcats, Miriam, are you listening to this? My DRS Wildcats are beating the Valley Torah Wolfpack 10-0. Woo! 10-0. So that's what's going on right now here at Sarachek.
I guess if they can play hockey, I guess they go for basketball.
Well, when I was in DRS, it was only hockey. Nothing else mattered. I played basketball and no one cared. But apparently, over time, DRS has gotten better at other sports. Are these DRS alums? Are DRS alums? Come over here for a second. Come on. We won't bite, I promise. Come here. It's free. Free of charge, I promise. Come on. It's not DRS. We won't charge you, I promise. Come on this side and put these on for a second. Heidi, what's going on for Shabbos over the weekend? Sarachek is not just a basketball tournament.
No, Shabbos is the most amazing programming. We have Rabbi Goldberg from Kids Kicking Cancer will be joining us for Shabbos.
Wow, beautiful.
He'll be our featured speaker. We had at our Wittenberg tournament, which I know
the wrestling tournament.
Yes,
Big fan of Wittenberg.
I know you're so interested. We had Yuri Foreman and Cory Booker joined us for
Foreman, the boxer.
The famous world
The
welterweight
Jewish boxer.
Joined
wow.
us.
That is unreal. We're being joined right now by a DRS alum. DRS alum, what is your name?
My name is Eli Takalov.
Eli Takalov. What year did you graduate? Are you in DRS now?
No, I graduated in 2011.
You graduated in 2011. And what did you do? Did you go to Israel for the year?
I went to Israel, Yeshivat Oraita last year.
Yeshivat Oraita. That's Rabbi Moshe Kornblum.
That
and
is
Rabbi Benny Friedman, is it not?
Benny Friedman, yeah.
Wow, good guys, good guys. And now are you a student here at YU?
I'm a student here at YU.
Did you come to the gym now to watch your DRS Wildcats play?
No, yeah.
He's like, I didn't even know
I came to
Sarachek
eat
was
dinner,
happening.
but Yeah, I did
Well,
know
so
DRS
just so
was
you
here.
know, you announce it. What is the score right now with 11 seconds left in the first quarter?
10-2.
DRS is winning 10-2 right now. Thank you very much, Ellie. Appreciate you joining us here on the Jewish Reaction. Valley Torah, they've got to be exhausted. You know how hard it is to fly West Coast, East Coast, time difference? They should be asleep now.
Valley Torah's been in since Tuesday.
Oh. Well, then they have no excuse for getting handed to them like this. 5-4. The first quarter is just about to come to an end. The DRS takes a commanding 10-2 lead into the second quarter. We're being joined here by Heidi Fuchs, the Director of Operations in the Office of Admissions at Yeshiva University. Heidi, who do you want to thank and who else put in so much work into making this entire Sarachek tournament happen?
Well, Matt Schwartz from the Office of Admissions is single-handedly crafting the Shabbos program, and he's been working around the clock.
Shout out to Matt. Is Matt around? He's probably around.
Matt is in the
around.
gym right now as the admissions officer on premises.
Good.
And Allie Simon and Dina Feigenbaum have spent the day crafting visits for each team that have come.
Wow. Campus visits.
Campus
Tours,
visits.
classes, checking it out.
Carlos and Gabby's, pizza.
What time? I missed the Carlos and Gabby's?
Yep.
Oh, this is unacceptable. You can't give out free Carlos and Gabby's and not invite Ellie Hagler.
There's
That's just not
leftovers
all right.
I'm hiding for you.
Oh, you can definitely count on that. Both employees at Yeshiva University and the Office of Admissions also did something in January that must have been mind-blowing. What did the two of you do at the end of January?
Dina Feigenbaum and Heidi Fuchs of the Office of Admissions, both bubbies, ran for the Miami Half Marathon and completed in 3 hours and change.
3 hours. The two of you ran together with Team Yachad in a fundraising effort to support Yachad and raise money. The two of you ran together. Why did you think you could do this? Why did you think this was a good idea as a 27-year-old?
Well, if I was 27, I probably wouldn't have thought it was a good idea. But I needed to prove to Ellie Hagler that although I'm a bubby, I did, that I could beat him, and I did.
Well, before we let you go, do you want to give a shout-out to your grandson?
Grandson Roni. I really ran in honor of Roni. And unfortunately, in memory of Chaim Feigenbaum.
Our dear friend.
And I must mention that my husband ran by my side, Alan Fuchs. I completed in 3 hours, 7 minutes and 5 seconds, and he was 3 hours, 7 minutes and 7 seconds.
Wow, so you beat him.
I beat my 6'3" husband.
Wow, so the two of you are basically running the entire race together. You see the finish line and you just leave him behind you.
No, I had to drag him across.
For those of you who don't know, which obviously all of you do, Team Yachad competed this past year in January in the ING Miami Marathon and Half Marathon, and also last week, I don't know if you know this, 214 people completed the Jerusalem 10K Half Marathon and Marathon, also with Team Yachad. So there's a lot going on, always a lot going on. We're coming to you live from Yeshiva University's Max Stern Athletic Center here on Thursday night on the Nachum Segal Network. My name is Eli Hagler. We're drawing to a conclusion of the Jewish Reaction presented by the OU, the Orthodox Union, here on the Nachum Segal Network. We're just about ready to turn it over to Daniel Gordon, this week's host of the Stunt Show, with 7 minutes left in the second quarter of the DRS game, up 13-2. Miriam, who is the winner of the Papa Shot contest for hour number 1? Josh from Baltimore with a score of 88. 88 has just won a gift certificate for $150 from our dear friends at Adorama, so thank you to them. And thank you to everybody for putting this together, especially ZK, who had to set up all the technical equipment going on here, making this a one-of-a-kind event. Thank you for joining me. You've been listening to The Jewish Reaction with Eli Hagler.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a very special edition of The Stunt Show here live from the Max Stern Athletic Center on Yeshiva University's Wolf Campus. I am Daniel Gordon, son, husband, and one quarter of the amazing Stunt Show team here on the Nachum Segal Network. You can find The Stunt Show here every Thursday at 6 p.m., and as part of this amazing team, one quarter of the time you can find me, as I hope to bring you a small taste of the amazing life God has blessed me with, the inspiration I draw from the always entertaining world of sports, and of course, country music. Thank you, Mr. Lasko. I hope it went well tonight. Get him next time. If during or after the show you realize that you liked more Daniel Gordon, please email me at daniel@nachumsiegel.com. Seriously, your honest feedback and comments about the show are welcomed and appreciated, and I hope this show will gain its inspiration and content from you, the listeners. As part of tonight's amazing programming from Yeshiva University, we are having a very special Papa Shot basketball contest, which you can see over there. My guest, Rebecca Yosher, dominating right now. And in the lobby of the Max Stern Athletic Center, presented by our friends at Adorama and the New York Fun Factory. Give it up for Adorama and the New York Fun Factory, everybody. Bueller. Okay. Stop by and try your hand at a round of basketball for your chance to win a $150 gift certificate to Adorama and a chance to shoot a half-court shot on Coach Jonathan J. Halpert Court to increase your winnings to $500. I encourage you to stop by as soon as possible, as there are just under 2 hours left to be part of this amazing contest. We had one winner already from Ellie Hagler's show. We have one winner from my show and one winner from Nachum Siegel's first hour from 7 to 8. Each month, I hope to cover material from the inspirational world of sports, my one-of-a-kind life and perspective, and the deep genre of country music. And what better way to combine these three topics than with my guests here this evening. We are going to start with a young man who is willing to sit down for just a minute because he has a game to play, and that is Zach Yosher. He is 17 years old. He was born and raised in Houston and a senior at the Barron Academy. The reason he combines this is because, of course, he plays basketball and he's from the South, so he must love country music. Zach, thanks for joining us on this short notice.
Thank you.
So we just have 1 minute for you, and you've made headlines recently because your team got all the way to the TAP Championship last year, and this year you went to the semifinals. Last year you had some issues with Shabbos, but I understand this year that they made an exception for you and were willing to plan around our Shabbos schedule.
They did. They'd actually changed some of the rules so that we could play, so that they could change the time for the game so that we could play.
That's amazing. And as a young Jewish, man, what did that mean to you guys to be able to do that as a team?
It meant a lot to be able to kind of change the rules to something that have been there standing for like 30, 40 years. It meant a lot to us to be able to play. So,
and you're about to go play in the Yeshiva University Red Sour Check tournament. You guys did decently last year. What are your aspirations for this year?
We got to take it one game at a time. Hopefully we win tonight, and then we'll see where we get reseeded, or we'll take it one game at a time.
I know you have to run. I just have one more quick question. You hung out in New York today? You were around the tournament?
Not much, actually. We kind of just chilled at the tournament today.
You kind of chilled, did some scouting?
Did some scouting.
Some of that stuff?
A little bit.
Well, I want to thank you. I know we're short, and do you have any plans for playing college ball, maybe?
Nothing set yet.
Nothing set yet.
Yeshiva's always an option.
Yeshiva's always an option. That's what I like to hear, and that's what we like to hear. I know you have to run. We're going to bring the better Yosher sibling into the booth now. Zach, thank you so much. Bring the better Yosher sibling here if we get to cover. So thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
So we have a second. I have a second guest joining me here this evening, and that is Zach's older sister, Rebecca, who I like much better than Zach, although Zach is great. And Rebecca is 20 years old, born in Chicago, Illinois, but she was raised in Houston, Texas, majoring in English and minoring in psychology at Stern College for Women. That is incredible. Rebecca's incredible. The entire Yosher family is incredible, and that's what I want to spend this time. She did not like that. You did not like that sweaty headset?
No, it's loud.
Oh, it's loud. We can turn down the volume for you. Don't worry about that. So, Rebecca, you are from Houston, Texas. Thank you for joining us here this evening.
No problem.
Do you listen to country music?
Yes.
Great. Who's your favorite country artist?
Who do I like? I just listen to the station. I'm not like a...
Fresh 94.7?
No, 100.3.
That's in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, in the South.
I don't listen to music here. I don't drive.
They do it all bigger in the South. We have 94.7 for country. They have 100.3. And I love country music. I don't know if you've listened to my show before, but now that you've been on it, you're going to listen to it every month, right?
Of course.
And at the end of my show, we play a country song, which has rocked the Jewish world. The Nachum Siegel Network never saw country music before. Looking at Nachum, he's laughing. But I think that the depth that I've brought is really what the South is all about, like a deep,
Well, I haven't heard the song, so
like a deep, I'll give you a little hint. This month we are going to be playing "Welcome to the Future" by Brad Paisley. He rocks, right?
I am not such a fan.
Not such a fan. We're going to have to take this to the Papa Shot machine. So how many points did you score when you just shot?
It wasn't going. It wasn't real.
Going. But you would have scored like 100.
Probably.
For those of you who don't know and can't tell, Rebecca plays on the Yeshiva University Stern College for Women Lady Max. That's correct, right? Lady Max.
Yeah.
And she's watching the game right now on the video board over there. She's getting a little distracted. To update you, just because of my friend Ellie Hagler here, who DRS is leading Valley 20-4 with 4:50 remaining. We will stand up and take a picture. We're going to take a picture quickly, but I'm going to keep talking because I can always talk. We're going to smile for 1 second. 1, 2, 3. There could have been. Zach is much bigger. So we're going to talk about the Yosher family a little bit because I think the Yosher, we're going to get back to basketball, but I want to talk a little bit about the Yosher family because they are very dear to my heart, and I think they represent a lot of what I try to talk about on the show, and that is the Jewish future, the Jewish present, and the values that we stand for. So do you remember when I met you?
Yeah, I do.
You were like shorter than me. Your brother was like up to my knee, and now he's like way taller
I
than me.
don't know if I was shorter than
I
you.
promise you were shorter than me. I stood on the steps in your parents' house the entire weekend.
Okay, fine.
We'll
let that slide.
So in Houston, they have the Yaffe tournament. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I went when I was a senior in high school, and I stayed in the Yosher house. How you doing, man? That's what I like to see. We stayed in the Yosher house, and it was amazing. I got placed there, and the highlight of the weekend was by far when the Yosher family decided that it was a smart thing to do to give their minivan to Daniel Gordon.
I mean, it clearly was because it ended really well. Like you had the minivan and you were awesome with it.
And we had a great time, and I didn't crash the minivan. That's always very important.
Yeah, I drove that minivan for years.
For years?
Yes.
So I passed it down to you.
Yeah, you kind of did.
And with the minivan came all the basketball skill. Is that correct?
Exactly.
All because of the minivan.
Couldn't have done it without the minivan.
That's what I like to hear. So they gave me their minivan. They're amazing and hospitable, and I think that those values are what has been given over to you guys. I mean, your mother is amazing. Your father, Dr. Yosher, is the man.
Thank you.
Just got a nice hug from him. And our relationship has only blossomed because do you remember the second time that I saw you in Houston?
The second time. Torah Tours.
Torah Tours.
I do remember.
So my wife and I came for Torah Tours. For those of you who don't know, Torah Tours is a program where Yeshiva University students spend Simchas Torah in communities all around the world. And my now wife and I got placed in Houston, Texas.
I remember that.
And I was very excited. I'm like, Houston, Texas, this is going to rock. Maybe I'll stay at the Yoshers. I got the Gutmans. They're okay. But my wife got the Yoshers.
That is really hard.
The best.
They're okay.
They're
a little more than okay.
Dorit Gutman rocks. She took care of us. And Rick is a close friend and mentor of mine. But my wife got to stay at the Yoshers, and then we got engaged. So
it's kind of because of us.
No,
That's what
obviously.
you're saying.
So since I gave you the basketball skill through the car.
We gave you a wife.
Exactly. You gave me a wife. So I will take it anytime.
That logic's just completely sound.
The logic is great. You're much smarter than I am, so you will tell me if the logic actually makes any sense.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say that, but...
So let's go on to the rest of your life story. So you went from Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Did you spend a year studying in Israel?
Yeah, I went to Harova in the Old City.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that was great. Did you play ball while you were there?
Yeah, I did. Not really, in like the seminary league.
A little bit. And that was good. Did your team win?
Yeah, we did, actually.
Obviously. And you... and then you came to Stern College for Women, where you are majoring in English and minoring in psych. What does it mean to major in English?
It means that you're in a lot of lit classes, and you write a lot of papers, and don't have that many midterms, which is nice.
But you read a lot of books.
You read a lot of books.
Not up my alley. What's your favorite book?
In the world? I like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter is great. Did you read J.K. Rowling's new book?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it'll like ruin the image of like her as like the Harry Potter. It's too much.
Harry Potter was just so great that like lightning doesn't strike twice. Like there's no way she's going to be, no offense. I just don't see it, and that's okay because lightning struck 7 times. So
yeah, now she can buy lightning with all the money she's made from her books. And so you're minoring in psych. What does that mean? You study like
psych?
Well, I know what psych is.
I take psychology classes.
But like you take psychology classes. Is this something you want to combine later in life, English psychology, or just two interests of yours?
I started off with both of them because they're just two interests, but now I'm trying to actually find ways to combine them.
Find ways to combine them.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea
like
what you want to do in the future?
Maybe public relations. Maybe publishing. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I work in PR. I don't know much about PR, but I manage President Joel's communications work.
So it sounds like you know a lot about PR.
Just a little bit. He knows a lot more than I do. And like I mentioned, you play on the Stern College for Women basketball team.
Yeah.
I mean, how has that been for you so far?
It's been really great. It's a great experience. All my teammates are awesome. Our coach is awesome. I've actually had 2 different coaches. My first year it was Karen Green, and she was great. And then now it's Coach Felix, and she's also been amazing. So, been lucky. It's been a really good experience.
And do you have any aspirations of playing basketball further down the line, or just as a hobby?
Urban League.
Urban League.
I don't know.
Watch out, New York Urban League. Rebecca Yosher is coming for you. And recently, just like your brother's team received some press last year, you were in the media recently. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I was recently named to the Capital One All-American Athletic Team.
Capital One All-American National Team. No rounds of applause here, but I am loving it. And can you explain to all of our listeners out there what that actually means?
Basically, it's an award that you get for combined achievements in athletics and basketball. And I mean, obviously, like, I had the stuff to get it, but it would never have happened if it wasn't for the athletic staff at YU and Stern nominating me and like pushing for me. And so I really have to thank them a lot for.
That's amazing. So that means that you literally succeed on and off the court, and that's what
people like to.
That's what they say. That's like the catch line.
Yeah, kind of.
So how and you've gotten some media attention for that. You were in like the New York Daily News or something.
Yeah, I was.
And your brother was
Jewish Week.
And Jewish Week, and your brother was just in the New York Times. It's not a big deal. You're like, whatever. Every day, siblings end up in the New York Times, the New York Daily News. And how has that been for you, handling the press and pressure?
I don't know. How am I doing?
I think you're doing great. The question is, what is it? Has it been like a wild ride? Have you been coached?
I mean, it's been a little crazy because I've not been coached, actually.
That's even more impressive.
And I mean, yeah, it's kind of surreal, and it's been really weird for me to get like interviewed and stuff and know that I'm talking to someone and other people are gonna like hear the conversation.
Obviously, the pinnacle of that is your interview here on the Nachum Siegel Network.
Yeah, actually, but
here she goes, waving to her family and friends. I'm probably embarrassing Rebecca by having her with this big headset on, but she's awesome and good sport. I just want to remind everybody that we are having a Pop-A-Shot contest going on simultaneously with our broadcast here tonight. Stop by, try your hand at a round of basketball for your chance to win a $150 gift certificate to Adorama. This is brought to you by Adorama and our friends at New York Fun Factory. I want to thank personally Adorama for all they do for the Nachum Siegel Network and now for Max Live, the radio home of the Red Sarachek tournament. So come down, try to win $150. If you win $150 and get the highest score during my hour or the next hour, you will have a chance to shoot from half court for $500. If you got the highest score in an hour, would you shoot the half court shot for $500?
No.
No?
I would not.
You would not. That's a smart decision, but you think you can make the half court shot?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
To all of the people who are shooting right now and who may come down, if Rebecca Yosher cannot make the half court shot, here's my advice. Don't try it.
Yeah, play it safe, guys.
Play it $150, great.
Yeah.
It's more than enough. Don't risk the $150 for
It's $125, I thought.
$150.
Oh, whoa. That's even better.
That's even better, right? So I also want to talk to you a little bit about pressure.
Okay.
Because that's like life. You know, life, we find a lot of pressure, whether it's in school or whether it's on the basketball court, and it seems to be something that you handle very well. Do you have any tips for our listeners out there how you handle the pressure?
How to handle pressure? This is a hilarious question because I'm the worst at handling pressure. But
so what's it like at the end of the game? Down by 1 at 2 seconds left. You're at the free throw line.
That's never happened to me, but hopefully I would be okay.
Hopefully you'd be okay?
I definitely would be okay. When you're like in a situation like that, then I don't know, as long as you don't get inside your head too much and just like concentrate on what you're doing, then you're gonna be fine. It's the same thing with like a test. That I am qualified to talk about.
You're qualified
yeah.
to take. We just have a 93. Oh my God, I must interview you. You must put this headset on. What?
Oh my God.
Sir, hold 93.
Crazy.
That is great.
That's amazing.
And by the way, this is Rebecca Yosher. She's the star of the Stern College Women's Basketball Team. If she says that's crazy, that's amazing. What's your name, sir?
Scott.
Scott from where?
Boston.
Oh, that's terrible. I wish you said Scott from somewhere other than Boston, but Scott from Boston. Can you tell everybody out there how many points you just scored in the Pop-A-Shot?
93.
93 in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you shoot with both hands or one?
One hand.
One hand. 93. That is incredible. And can I ask you what seems like a personal question? I assume you're going to win. I would bet $93 that you would win this hour. If you win this hour, are you going to risk your $150 for a $500 half-court shot?
No.
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 What if Coach Gelb was shooting it?
I don't know.
I don't know, Coach Gelb. Coach Gelb may be better. He can coach you in the half-court shot.
I'm gonna say no.
For those of people who don't know who Coach Ed Gelb is, he is in our presence. He is a member of the inaugural Red Sarachek Tournament Hall of Fame. He coached Eula. Now he moved to 92. Wait, we got to get you in the booth. Hold on. Get over here. What's it? Your son, Coach Gelb's son, just a freshman, 92. How do you feel right now?
Oh,
keep it kosher, PG-13.
I know. I hit one right after the buzzer.
You hit one right after the buzzer?
But it didn't count. 92. Stop
So
at 92.
are you going to go back out there, Yoni?
Oh, of course.
And if you get the top score, would you shoot the half-court shot?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Would you let your dad shoot the half-court shot?
Nah.
He can do anything in the gym. It's the Red Sox tournament. There is nothing that Coach Ed Gallup can't do during this tournament.
I don't know.
So you're gonna go back out there. You're gonna catch your breath.
I'm gonna catch my breath and go out there.
Well, you have another 44 minutes, and I have a lot of faith that you're gonna pull this one off.
Thank you.
Yoni Gallup, thank you for joining us. Good luck. I want to have you back in here when you score 94.
Thank you.
Don't stop until you get it. That's what I do. Yoni Gallup, thank you very much for joining us. And to the guy who got 93, I forgot your name already. I apologize. Scott, you rock. You completely rock. And we're going to get you, I assume you're going to win. But anyway, what do you say, a 93 and a 92? That's pretty incredible.
It's incredible that they happened like at the same time.
That's incredible. So Zach and Rebecca Yosher head out to the Papa Shot machine. Who wins?
Zach.
Zach wins. Why?
Because he's better than
And
me.
he can like reach and like dunk it. He's got
I'm
those
gonna get
long legs.
real. He is better than me.
To
That's
update
why.
you on my good friend Ellie Hagler's DRS Wildcats, they are beating Valley Torah 27-4 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, after 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, after 42 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, after. Where he started, Nachum Siegel. Maybe we'll get like some nostalgic moments. We'll get all these kind of, maybe we'll get emotional. I'll bring the tissues, Nachum. So Sweet Solomon gets a holy cow. So we were just talking about pressure. I apologize.
Yeah.
So we're talking about pressure, and you said you handle it pretty well. Tests are okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
So I assume you study a lot.
Yes, I study a ton.
And does that mean that you take you just know that you're prepared, and that's why you're not nervous, or you think it's just like?
No, I get nervous, but that's why I study a lot. Because if I study a lot, then it makes me less nervous.
That makes you less nervous.
Exactly.
That's good. And did your brother's experience and a little bit of that help you handle the off the court pressure that you had this year a little bit?
You mean last year?
Yeah, like what he learned from last year, like coming this year with your now getting into the press. Do you think you learned a thing or two from him?
I mean, I think everyone who was involved or like witnessed it kind of learned something from it, but I don't think. I think I didn't learn as much about pressure as I did about like other things. It was more Jewish things.
And I think, and again, I'm going to sound like I'm making this up and exaggerating, but I think that's something that your parents, Shira and Dr. Danny, taught you. That's just my assumption.
Yeah, for sure they did. You have to give them some credit for that.
They certainly rock. And so, what would you say? Sorry, I just got a little distracted. Do you have any plans for the future?
Do I have plans for the future?
I mean, we talked about like PR maybe, a little basketball.
My plans for the future, I'm kind of concentrating on like plans for the summer now.
And what are you thinking about, like playing national basketball, something like that?
No, I'm applying for summer jobs.
Summer internships.
Not as fun.
Not nearly as fun, but you got to grow up one day.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is going to help me figure out the future at large.
That's certainly great. Well, you certainly have your.
It's not so exciting, but that is the reality.
You
Sorry.
certainly have your head on your shoulders, and we have high hopes for you in the future. So we've also talked a little bit about your brother.
Yeah.
A little rivalry there, or no?
I mean, back in the day, for sure. When he was like 5th grade and I was like 7th grade, we would play basketball. I would win. He would
I watched
get
that.
mad.
Here's the witness. I watched that in the Osher house.
Did you see him throw the ball? Because he used to like do that.
Yeah, listen, but everybody's got to grow up someday, and now it's just not fair. He's like 7 feet tall.
Well, yeah, no, like somewhere along like 10th, when he was like in 9th or 10th grade, then it just stopped being competition and started being me losing.
But listen, you didn't give up. You kept trying?
Sometimes. At this point, I've pretty much given up. We actually played. Last time I went home for like Thanksgiving, I was like rebounding from him in the gym. We were just like, I was just helping him like practice. Like I wasn't doing anything. But then he was like, let's take a break. Let's play. And I was like, why? What's the point of this? Like, you're gonna win. But he was like, let's do it anyway. Come on, it'll be fun. And we played, and he destroyed me and like killed me. But it was fun for him.
I imagine a lot of people who play against you say the same thing. So you're taller than I am. I would say the same thing if I had to play you. You're taller than I am.
That's true.
Very intimidating. Capital
Good.
One.
You should
something. We got more people coming here. Again, join us here live at the Max Stern Athletic Center. We got a shout out. I want to meet you. Come on. If you're
Danielle Litwin.
Danielle Litwin. If you're a friend of Rebecca Yoshers, you're a friend of mine. right?
She's a friend of mine.
Rebecca, do you tell her that if you're a friend of yours, you're a friend of mine?
If you're a friend of mine, you are a friend of Daniel.
That's what I like to hear. Do you want to try your hand at the Pop-A-Shot? No, you're okay? Well, anybody else, we encourage you to try your hands at the Pop-A-Shot basketball contest here. Again, the winner of each hour will get a $150 gift certificate to Adorama. And if you are willing to risk it, you can shoot a shot from half court on Coach Jonathan Halpert Court here at the Max Stern Athletic Center at Yeshiva University. And you can win $500. And so far, everybody we've met said they're not going to take the $500.
It's smart. Everyone we've met is smart so far.
Do you think Zach Yosher would shoot the half court shot?
I don't know.
That's like in his range. I've seen him shoot from very far.
Actually, last week someone hit a half court shot to put it like when we were in the semifinal for the state championship, and someone hit a half court shot to put us into another overtime.
Really? Did you see that insane play with the College of New Rochelle?
Yes,
with
I
New Rochelle High
did.
School, Mount Vernon?
It's so cool.
So you've played a lot of basketball in your life. I've played a lot of basketball. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right? It's insane. And I couldn't understand why he threw it up, and then someone was like, "Oh, he was just trying to waste time." How bad does that kid feel? Like he was just messing around, and now he lost the state championship.
You got to feel terrible for him. And then both teams were celebrating. I don't know if you saw the video after the shot.
Yeah, they're all celebrating.
And like the refs, these
so
three
funny.
guys have like the weight of the world on their shoulders.
I know. What did you think when you first saw it? Did you think it should count or not?
I wasn't sure, and then I watched it again,
Yeah, they
and
do
I was
the instant
positive.
replay, yeah.
But they don't have that there. The refs have to think of it on the front. I think
No,
they got the
they
call.
did- no,
Oh,
they did.
They definitely got the call
yeah.
right after watching it a few times.
Yeah, no, they watched it, and they showed, like, I was watching it, they showed like that it left his hands before that last second. So it's good, but it's crazy.
I just got word that we got a 91.
What is going on?
What is going on? We have a 93, a 92, and a 91 this hour. 88. You have a 92 and a 91? Get back in here, Yoni Gal. I want to give you a pump speech. I want this on. Come here. Yoni Gal back in our booth after just hitting a 91. What is going on here?
I don't know. I'm feeling it, but I'm not quite there yet.
You're not quite there yet, but
no.
you're getting up there?
I'm getting there.
Great. Do you think Ellie Hagler can score more than 91 points?
No.
Ellie, he just scored 91, 92, and somebody else also scored 93. Everybody who doesn't remember, we had a month ago. Ellie Hagler, can we get you in the booth for a second? Yoni, keep trying. We're going to have you. You're going to beat this record. I got confidence in you.
Thank you.
Ellie Hagler. Now, I don't know if you know this other crazy story about a big Kiddush Hashem Shabbos, but there was a young lady from West Hempstead named Esty Ackerman. Did you hear about this?
No.
She was in the finals for ping pong, table tennis, and she couldn't play because the championship on Shabbos and she walked away.
That is crazy. Did you try to change it?
That is crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. They didn't try to change this whole crazy thing. So a month ago, because I have my show once a month, we had Esty Ackerman on the Nachum Segal Network, and Ellie I Talk Too Much Hagler, was on the show, and he played Esty Ackerman in table tennis.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm guessing she destroyed you.
She didn't destroy me. We played 3 games.
She obliterated you. I think she scored a total of 5. I think Ellie scored a total of 5 points, and she scored.
I lost the third game 11-7. That's respectable. This girl's nationally ranked. I played on Shabbos.
Okay, do you want to talk about handling? Do you want to talk about handling pressure and talking too soon? Ellie Hagler said, "I will for sure beat this girl. I'll for sure beat her."
Why would you even say that?
She's 11 years old. How good could she
That's
be?
what we've been
She's
thinking.
in the national.
No. But you're
of 11-year-olds.
But you're about to witness Ellie I Talk Too Much Hagler again, because Ellie Hagler, when we told him the stunt that we were pulling this week, first reaction, I know shocking to you guys at home and shocking to you knowing Ellie Hagler for 2 seconds, said, "I'm amazing at Pop-A-Shot.
I am amazing at Pop-A-Shot.
I'm amazing. Nobody can beat me. Nobody can beat me."
Okay.
And so, the only person who talks too quickly and talks too much, a little less than Ellie Hagler, is Daniel Gordon.
Oh, wow.
And so you're about
and Miriam Wallach.
Yeah, well, Miriam Wallach. Miriam Wallach. This is Miriam L. Wallach. I love Miriam L. Wallach. I'm thankful for all she's done for me in the network. But for those of you who listen and watch and who listen to her show, this is what you don't know. Because Miriam's the boss, it's like, oh, I could definitely beat you guys, but since I'm the boss, like I won't do that stupid thing and get obliterated.
Miriam told me off the air. She would never say this on the air, but she said that she thinks she could take us both down.
She told. It's funny because when
she's not stupid enough to say anything.
Because when we set this up,
Let's talk about her in the third person.
when we set this up,
The she.
No. When we set this up, you know what Miriam Wallach said to me? I could for sure break.
You're taking my name in vain.
3 digits.
3 digits.
Miriam Wallach said she can do 3 digits at Pop-A-Shot.
100.
When the new world record for Yeshiva set at Yeshiva University is 93.
Would that be the State Chaimed camp record as well?
We didn't have Pop-A-Shot in Seichemet, but if we had, I would have won.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to let you go, Rebecca. You don't have.
You know, Rebecca, what's your last name? I'm sorry.
Yosher.
Yosher Houston, basketball.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're like world famous.
Her brother's world famous, and she's world famous. She was just named to the Capital One. Is that what's called? Capital One All-America team.
Get out of here! I have a Capital One bank account.
What?
That's the same thing.
Is it in here?
Do you know what that means? That with your interest, you paid whatever. Did you win like money or
What
something?
do you get for that?
Did
you get like a really cool
She was,
trophy?
she was in the Daily News. She was in the Jewish Week. Her brother was just in
I mean, I don't like to brag, but I was in the Jewish press.
I host a show.
I had to pay for it though. They charged me for it.
Well, I host a show on the Nachum Siegel Network, so I win.
You get everything.
So Rebecca, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you so much for being our guest. Thank you so much. Good luck to your brother and to all of the teams here. And thank you again. I really appreciate it. And we're going to talk a little bit about more what I take away from the Yosher family and from you when I play my country song. But you are an inspiration. Your family is amazing and something that my wife and I aspire to be like when we grow up.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Thank you for being you.
It's really nice of you to say.
Anytime.
This is so nice.
Anytime. Well, thank you so much for being here. Good luck. Enjoy the game. We really appreciate it. If you want to try your hand at Papa Shot, she'll do it later. She'll come back in the third hour. Before Ellie Hagler and Daniel Gordon, get the headset back on. Ellie Hagler, so obviously the last time I saw him, we were during the JM in the AM Marathon, and I encourage everybody to support JM in the AM, Nachum Siegel. They're doing their marathon now. So earlier this week, Ellie and I were on in the morning. So we did a few interesting things. First thing, we were interviewed by Nachum. That's like awesome. Awesome, check. Number 2, the second thing we did was we ate sushi.
Yes, we did.
Was that where it's from?
Stop, Chop, and Roll in the 5 towns. Yeah, that's
it was
right.
amazing. And we're standing next to the sushi, and Ellie and I are both like, should we do it?
Should we not do it?
And then we had about 1,000 pieces of sushi between.
Yeah, we weren't going to leave any for anybody else.
And then the third thing we did was we both opened our big mouths and made a bet. And Ellie, do you want to tell anybody about? Ellie is being by Coach at Halpert. I just want to give you a shout out. This is my favorite. This is Aviva Halpert. She's amazing. She is, by the way, behind every good man is a great woman. I just made that up. I don't know if that's a real line.
Oh, no, you should coin that right now.
Nailed it. And we are, okay, so.
Oh, here we go. It's time. It's 6:30.
So here is the bet. Daniel Gordon and Ellie Hagler.
That was our buzzer.
A little bit. That was the buzzer. Daniel Gordon, Ellie Hagler. And here is the bet. Whoever scores less points, right, will make
fewer
points. Will make a donation to JM in the AM in the winner's honor. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
And how are we figuring? Is it $2? Did we figure out $2 a point differential?
That seems a little cheap. Come on, Gordon. You have a good job working here at YU.
$3?
Cough it up.
$5?
Yeah, Miriam said she'll double whatever one of us gives.
Amen to that. Okay. So $5. Miriam Wallach says that she will double whatever we give. So Nachum, are you gonna? Can I ask you to host this a little bit for me? We're gonna go shoot, and you are gonna count the money that Ellie Hagler will be paying in my honor.
Well, Nachum, hold on a second. Before Daniel and I go, do you need any tips in how to? In right now, if you're gonna be hosting this radio show by yourself in the next couple minutes.
I have never heard such a long introduction to a Papa Shot contest in my life.
Do you know anything about hosting radio?
A little bit.
Anything
it
about
all
hosting
started
radio
here.
at Yeshiva University?
It all started here.
Well, we're about to find out. It all started. And Nachum, do you have any predictions?
Yeah, I need somebody to help me with the play-by-play.
Do you have any predictions? Well,
I know who's going to win.
Daniel Gordon.
Ellie Hagler.
I have a rule.
Ellie Hagler.
The bigger talker always loses.
Or the bigger person.
That's right.
Okay,
that's my rule.
By the way, you should also know.
The bigger talker always
Here's my prediction.
loses.
Ellie Hagler is about twice my size. He was 5 times S.D. Ackerman's size. She killed him. So if I beat him by a few points, I should be good. So Ellie, let's go make this happen.
Let's do this. Here we go.
All right, here's what's happening, folks. Very simple. Those of you who are gathered around, it's very simple. Don't start yet, gentlemen. We'll tell you when to start. Daniel Gordon and Ellie Hagler, yet another one of the installments of their rivalry, Gordon-Hagler rivalry. And tonight it's basketball. It's Papa Shot. And we'll see who actually can win this thing. The wager is very simple. The loser gives a fat donation to JM in the AM. It's as simple as that. $5 a point goes to JM in the AM if, in fact, they lose the match. Daniel Gordon, Ellie Hagler, one more of a soft-spoken big talker than the other, but both of them seem to really get into this rivalry thing. How are we going to decide who's on the right side and who's on the left side? Are you doing it one-on-one? Okay. All right. Shh. Let's all quiet down because Ellie Hagler is stepping up. Let me know when it officially begins. Of course. You ready? Ellie Hagler begins. And here we go. He's got one. He's got two. He's got... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's got 3 buckets so far with an unbelievable form, a Pop-A-Shot form like I've never seen before. Ellie Hagler, of course, has some experience in basketball. Not quite sure how much, but he's got some experience in basketball. Some people are already claiming... That's right, the Camp Stay Chemet Pop-A-Shot champion. 26 points? Let's hear it for Ellie Hagler. 26 points on the Pop-A-Shot. Some people are already claiming that it's a disadvantage to go first. Daniel Gordon steps up. We'll see how he does. Has to be 26 points. And here we go. Rough start for Daniel Gordon. Finally, the bucket goes in. What happened? Ellie Hagler looking for every advantage possible. Meanwhile, my prediction looks like it's going to come true.
Your wife is watching. Your wife is watching.
Daniel Gordon looks like he's... Let's see. What's he up to? How many points? 22. He's at 24. He needs another one to drop. He's got it. He's got it. Congratulations, Daniel Gordon. I told you, following the tradition of S.D. Ackerman, he puts Ellie Hagler in his place. Because he wants you to give more money. This is going to be some contribution. I love it. Remember, every single point means money for JM and the AM. Look at this. Come on, keep pouring them in, Daniel. We're at the tail end of the Ellie Hagler Daniel Gordon Pop-A-Shot Challenge at a total of, what is it, 68 or 69? 69 points to a total of, what was it, Ellie? What did he have, 24? 26. What is the math on that, Miriam Wallach? How much money did we just make?
How much was it? I wonder how much it was.
It's a lot of moolah. How much? 69 to 26. The final score is 69 to 26.
Okay, so how much money is that?
86 bucks?
No, 43 times 5.
43 times 5, 230 bucks.
Nachum?
Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
Thank you very much.
He says take it out of his Nachum.
Now Ellie Hagler's negotiating how to pay this thing.
And again, we invite you to come down. We have 26 minutes left here in the Pop-A-Shot contest. We have a score tonight. By the way, I think I could beat that 91.
You know. Here we go. I know he can't stop. You just did what you had to do.
Give me 10 minutes.
Now he's got to do it.
10 minutes.
Am I on? You guys are unbelievable. You just don't get
No, I can really beat that score. If I would have hit one more, I would have gotten more time.
You know how the Red Sox fans talk about Babe Buckner and Bucky? I think Ellie Hagler's talking about Esty and Daniel.
Do you know how many guys have showed up to this and have said, this is my game? I'm like, Shkaya, every single one of you shows up. And says,
Everyone's an expert at Pop-A-Shot.
This is my game. This is my game.
All right, Nachum. Stunt show continues. Yes, Daniel.
So that you're welcome.
Thank you.
JM and the AM.
Thank you very much. We did great. We did great.
Ellie Hagler, thank you as always for enabling us to continue.
Ellie Hagler is amazing.
By the way, when
he's the best Ed McMahon ever.
Here's a prediction. Ready for the prediction? When Nachum Siegel raises more than like $1 million this year,
hopefully,
JM hopefully,
it's
gonna be like, let's say, or $2 million. Let's go $2 million. It's gonna be like
$2 million.
$2,003,000, and Ellie Hagler's gonna say they reached $2 million because of me. Exactly. I put us over the top. Right? It's gonna be like
no. I think his answer is gonna be I could have raised 3. That's
no. Here he goes.
Here we go.
Are you showing back up to Jersey City tomorrow morning? Yeah.
Here's the
FMU
deal.
Tomorrow morning,
Here's the deal. I would make a $3 million wager because I know you can't reach that, but your wife would actually kill me, and she has the methods and all that.
Could we do what's up next? Slam dunk competition between the two of them? What's up next? How about a home run hitting contest? Let's do a home
come
run.
on. That's all size.
No, home run hitting.
No, how about the batting cage?
Batting cage. Let's see who gets more hits in the batting cage.
Mini golf?
What?
Mini golf.
Mini golf?
I know you're.
That's a good
I'm going to mic a mini golf.
Hold on.
That's a good idea.
Say what you just said.
A mini golf.
No,
Hey,
no.
we need this mic turned on.
Hold on.
A mini golf.
All right, you know, I was going to bring this up earlier in the show, but I don't mean to start bragging now, but I'm a golfer. At YU, I played golf and volleyball. I lettered in 2 sports at Yeshiva University.
How many cumulative games did you win during your university career?
In which sport?
Not volleyball, golf.
Golf, we won. My senior year, we went 3-0. All of our matches got rained out.
Great.
Literally.
And how many matches? So 3-0.
3-0, and in one of the matches, I played with a prince of an African nation. I swear, he was from NYU.
Not made up. Something Ellie Hagler has not exaggerated.
The more important thing is he lost to the Prince of the African
Exactly.
Nation.
Yeah, he was really good. Yeah,
Listen,
I came in second
gentlemen, speak to Daniel Gordon. Let's get a putting green here in Reuben.
We're going to get a putting green. Next contest.
Our next stunt, we'll see.
Well, we've done the OU and we've done YU. What's next?
That's a good question.
Don't answer that question because I know it's probably the logical third. So we are live here from the Max Stern Athletic Center.
I say we bring a putting green right here.
We will. If only I had one in my office. Josh has a little cup.
Hold on. Josh Joseph, the chief of staff of the president of Richard Joel of Yeshiva
He has a little
University.
cup.
Where's Josh?
He's probably working or home.
Or home.
A bold prediction. Well, Ellie, I want to thank you. I want to thank
great
you for
job.
being such a good
Congratulations.
sport.
You were always a good sport. We always have a good time.
Always,
together.
and you know, maybe one day you'll actually beat me in something.
Hold on. I was your coach at JV Elite. I made you
No,
into
you were
what
my
you
brother's.
are.
You were my brother's coach. At
You're the
JV
same
Elite.
person.
We are not the same person. I'm an identical twin. And if I vaguely remember,
I'm also a twin, but I'm a better twin because she's a girl.
Yeah. By the way, I always wish that my brother was a girl. But by the way, if JV Elite, if I remember correctly, my team won the championship, and by my team I mean Yossi Faber's team, because literally,
Yeah, anybody
I
played
play
Yossi
point guard.
Faber.
Anybody who knows anything about basketball? Oh, a quick update on DRS, by the way. Did you see that score? 36-13 over
Wow.
Valley Torah.
That's I taught those kids everything they know at the end.
He's been misses it. Wolfpack with the ball. Half of the time gone in the third quarter. The Wolfpack need to find something here. Great defense by Kaufman. He really anticipated Lieberman's movement there, but he's called for the foul. Gone in the third quarter. 4 minutes to play. The Wolfpack DRS.
Can I announce Miriam Al-Wallach? She is here. Can I make an announcement about the Stunt Show's potential future plans? So I have a contest. I am now in negotiations to do a cooking show on my Stunt Show. Do you cook, Ellie? Obviously. You cook your... Okay, so I'm going to do one of my stunts from the cooking show. I already won a Chopped. I did it for Nachum Joel's birthday, and I was the captain of the men's team, and we dominated the women by 1 point. Dominated them. So how about we... Oh, here he is, the birthday man himself, and former guest on the Stunt Show, Nachum Joel. Is my voice not loud enough? That's what best friends are for. Welcome, Nachum Joel. We were just talking about your birthday, because I just killed Ellie Hagler in Papa Shot, 69-26, I believe, or something like that, and he $5 a point. That's $5 a point to JM in the AM. I'm on live right now. Right now. You want to say hi? Say hi in the camera. Nachum Joel, everybody. Thank you for being here. We will be here till 7 p.m. And again, we have only about 20 minutes left. Oh, my God. This kid looks like he's breaking the record. How many points does he have? 98! I don't believe what I just saw. 98 points. Get over here in the booth. Dude, you are incredible. I want your autograph after this. Let me get, come on, man. I know you're exhausted. What's your name?
Andrew?
Andrew what?
Pearl.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Florida. Weinbaum?
No. They don't have a middle school.
No, but are you here rooting
Yes.
for the Weinbaum team? They probably could have used you today. After 98 points, they could have used you. You're amazing. So let me ask you a very serious question. 98. Nobody's going to beat that. I mean, this poor guy. Coach Gelb's son, Yoni, has been going for like hours. Eventually, his arms are going to physically fall off. I know that's not possible. It doesn't make any sense, but his arms fall off. So let me ask you a question. What grade are you in?
Sixth.
Sixth grade. That is incredible. That's incredible. You would have obliterated Ellie Hagler. He would have been broke. Do you think that guy's good at Papa Shot?
Yes.
You think he's good? Ellie Hagler? He scored like 26 points. You just scored 98. Are you good at math?
No.
Do you know what the difference between those 2 points are?
A lot.
72. Okay, that's a lot. Oh, is this a cheering section? We got mom and sister here? Yay! So let me ask you a very serious question. 98 points. If you win this contest, which I bet like $90 that guy wouldn't lose. So if you win this contest, which has about 19 minutes remaining, again, you potentially have won $150 from Adorama. Would you risk it? Half court heat for $500?
No.
Come on. No?
No.
if you shoot from half court anything like you shoot Pop-A-Shot, you would be close.
No.
You're a smart guy. You said 7th grade or 6th grade again?
6th.
6th grade. What's your favorite subject in school?
Recess.
Recess. Is that where you practice your Pop-A-Shot?
No.
No. Do you have Pop-A-Shot at home?
No.
Are you in bar mitzvah age now? We go to like a lot of bar mitzvahs and bat mitzvahs?
No.
Because that was my prime of Pop-A-Shot. I would like dominate. I'd be like at those bar and bat mitzvahs. I'd take off my suit jacket, like throw people to the side, and just dominate. You have a future. You have a bright future.
Thank you.
Your future is so bright, I may have to wear shades. That's what they used to say. I was on a basketball team. They used to say that. But look out, bar and bat mitzvah attendees in Florida. Do they do that in Florida? They have like arcade games at bar and bat mitzvahs?
Yeah.
Sometimes? So here is a word to the wise out in Florida. Do not have Pop-A-Shot at your bar bat mitzvah, because this dude is going to make everybody at your party look silly. And that'll be entertainment. So I want to wish you a congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
know that this may be, Mike Greenberg, who's a national host. He has what they call the kiss of death. So far, I've predicted that everyone that's like would be beaten. So this may be my kiss of death, but I'm fairly confident in 98. How do your arms feel, by the way?
Tired.
Still there, though. That's what I like to see. So thank you for joining us. Congratulations. I hope that you're going to win this 150, but again, you won't shoot the 500.
No.
Do you think you would make it? I know you don't want to risk it, but like seriously,
No.
you think you'd make it? Have you ever shot from half court before?
Yes.
And it's out of your range? Are you a three-point shooter or you play like down low?
3-point shooter.
Come on, it's just like another 10 feet.
No.
It's like another 20 feet, but no big deal. All right,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us. I hope you win. Good luck.
Thank you.
And again, all of you in Florida, watch out. Bar and bat mitzvah. I don't know if you guys are watching now, but watch out all those bar and bat mitzvah people. This kid's going home with at least $150 gift certificate. I feel so bad for Yoni Gelb. Yoni Gelb, you are my new favorite person in the world. After my wife, you're my new favorite. Look at him, draining it, draining it, draining it. Okay, well, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, good luck. And if your record gets beaten, are you going to stay here and beat it back? Can you reach 100? You could one more shot. You could have reached 100. It depends. Okay, great. So again, we have about 17 minutes remaining here on the Stunt Show. We encourage everybody to come down and play in the Pop-A-Shot contest. And again, you can win $150 gift certificate. What did you just score? Yeah, but Yoni, take a little break, man. Your arms.
I was about to say, go walk it off a little bit.
Miriam Wallach has joined us in the booth.
How are we doing?
Miriam, I think we're doing a great job. That kid is incredible.
It's,
Andrew from
it's
Florida.
just absolutely ridiculous.
On 90, but I mean 69 is pretty impressive. One more shot, I would have gotten more time, and my arms were falling off.
Okay, again, your arms can't fall off.
I'm not as young as him. He's got youth on his side.
That's true.
Hold on? Can we get the camera zoomed in? Do you see my gray hairs over here? Gray hairs.
It is an HD camera. I just don't know if it's that good.
High definition.
But these kids are unbelievable. Where is he? Where's that Andrew 6th grader boy?
Andrew 6th grade.
Andrew, you stick around till 7 o'clock. You're gonna be getting that gift card. It's
Miriam L. Wallach, the last bat mitzvah I went to was your daughter's. Is that correct?
I don't know how many other bat mitzvahs you've been going to.
Haven't been to one in a long time.
Gordon, that's a little bit weird.
You had a Pop-A-Shot machine at your daughter's bat mitzvah.
It's possible.
This kid would have gotten all of the attention at the bat mitzvah.
Yeah,
Good thing you weren't at Shoshana Wallach's bat mitzvah.
That's right. That would have been bad. That would have been bad for Shoshana Wallach and then ultimately for her mom.
For her mom.
Yeah.
So thank you for not being there. But everybody in Florida, unless you want your bar and bat mitzvahs ruined.
Well, is he going to do the half court?
No, he said he's not.
Oh, my
He's
gosh.
smart.
I know.
Let me ask
He
you a
is
question.
smart.
Are you a future student of Yeshiva University? Just say yes. Future student of Yeshiva University?
Yes.
That's what I like to. Yes? So he is bright. I think he can make the honors program potentially because that decision, if he's making these decisions in 6th grade, the sky's the limit.
He's unbelievable.
Albert Einstein.
Admissions, by the way, should get on this right now. That's what I'm saying.
If he's willing to sign up right now, I have some admissions people right here from the Yeshiva University admissions team.
Do we have one person from admissions?
Rafi, can we sign this kid up for Yeshiva? He's in 6th grade. We just got a commitment. He scored 98 points in Pop-A-Shot, Rafi. That is incredible.
What are we up to over there now?
98.
This is craziness.
This guy's arms are going to fall off.
By the way, if we break this machine, I'm in big trouble.
Dude.
Can we thank our friends at NYFF Events?
We did.
All
But
right,
we're going to
let's do
thank
it
him again.
Cal Nathan, Josh Glad, John Glad, thank them very, very much for help sponsoring this event. And our friends at Adorama. Wow, my voice is pretty low right
Trivia question. If you can figure out
Your
the
phone's
reason
dead, by the way.
that Adorama is called Adorama, email me, Daniel@NachumSegal.com.
Oh,
Again,
this is a good
Daniel@NachumSegal.com.
question.
If you can figure out Adorama's name, we will get you a prize. I already owe somebody a prize from last time, but this is going to be a good prize. If you can figure out the source,
Why don't I get prizes?
hint, the shoresh of Adorama's name, I will be very
No, that's
impressed.
not the answer.
And you will win a prize. The shoresh, that's just the hint. That's the only hint we're giving, is that the
I
shoresh.
have to tell you, I think that's a bad hint.
It's not a bad hint. It's not a bad hint.
Okay.
It's just a hint.
What?
No! Oh my God! You just ruined you from Florida. You resilience.
Oh my God.
Resilience. Andrew. Oh my God, Yoni.
Yes.
Yoni.
This is Yoni.
Yoni. I think you should. I think you should be in the Sarachek Basketball Hall of Fame. I know your dad is, but you should be in the Sarachek Basketball Hall of Fame for this.
Yeah.
This is incredible. We got to call. Where's that guy, Scott?
Scott, yeah.
He's been demolished.
Unreal.
He got walked out. He went to get pizza. He thought he was going to dominate.
Scott's a slacker right now.
Andrew, you warming up for another round? Don't worry, you still got another hour. Andrew's mom, is he allowed to stay around here until he breaks?
Does Andrew have a curfew?
Just so you know, at 7 o'clock, Coach Ed Gelb, I just made. I'm Daniel Gordon, by the way. I work in President Joel's office. I'm a big fan of yours.
Right, and he's not a stalker.
And
This isn't weird at all.
And I just made a little declaration. I said that I think he should be in the Sarachek Hall of Fame for putting up a hundo. That's pretty impressive. You got like Eli Hammy, Ed Gelb, and Dave Winnick, and now Yoni Gelb, 100 points. By the way, I think that's the record for most points scored at a Sarachek event. We're going to call it Sarachek event.
That's it.
We won Sarachek game. Congratulations.
Thank
I don't know. You better stick around. Andrew may break the record.
Yoni, are you going to do the half-court shot?
No, he already said he wouldn't do it, Miriam.
Seriously? I know,
Stop
but
trying to peer pressure people.
Well, it's not peer pressure. It's really bullying. But Yoni, are you sure?
He's not. He is sure.
You really don't want to do double or nothing?
He is
Oh,
sure.
God, look at him. He's freaking out.
He's freaking out. 100. That is
By
resilience.
the way, not too many people break a sweat playing Papa Shot, but what? He's not doing it yet. We're going to have to wait till the third hour.
100.
OMG.
100. That is
That's
pretty
a lot
incredible.
Of points.
So, again, if you can get the Shoresh of Adorama,
I think it's a bad
100, you will get a prize. And with that, Miriam, we are going to let Andrew keep shooting. If he breaks the record, we will have him back live here. Again, we're live from Max Stern Athletic Center at Yeshiva University. I want to thank my friends and colleagues at Yeshiva University for making this possible. And we are going to go quickly. Come here. You,
Menachem
David
Lewin.
Prince, right here. Right here. Right here. I want to get you. I got
You
you
just
on
yelled
quickly.
at me for bullying people.
This is my friend David Prince, right? Is that correct? We're friends? I want to have you on the
Sure we
radio
are.
for 1 second. I
That
do a
was
monthly show
believable.
here on Nachum Siegel. Just
That
put it on
was
for 1 second. It's
believable.
live. Wave to the camera. Just put the headset on for 1 second. I want David Prince. He is here at Yeshiva University. I'm a student, and I believe he is at the Red Sarachek tournament for 2 reasons. 1, because he loves basketball, and 2, to recruit talent. Because can you tell everybody in the world what you do for a living?
I'm definitely not here to recruit talent, but I'm certainly here to support the high school players here.
That's
you
beautiful.
You mean you can't find the next Al Harrington in this tournament?
The next Al Harrington I don't think is here.
Can you tell everybody what you do for a living?
Sure, I do marketing and PR for professional athletes.
Including Al Harrington?
Including Al
Who I met in Puerto Rico.
You did.
Nice guy.
Good, I'm glad.
Are you allowed to tell us some of your other famous clients?
Not so much, but
Do you
Al Harrington.
think any of them would score over 100 in Papa Shot?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Do you think you can score over 100 in Papa Shot?
I don't know, maybe. What's the time limit?
Well, it resets.
It resets. If you get to 60, then you get an extra 10 seconds for every 10 that you score. 100's a lot, man. Your arms would fall off.
I'll tell you one thing that I was surprised when I first got involved with professional athletes. If you ever watch them in practice when it's not a game, they do not miss. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
They do not miss.
That is true. Well, David, thank you for joining us. I know I just pulled you out, but you are one of my favorite students at Yeshiva University.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you all the best and all the luck. And if the next Al Harrington is out there, I know you're going to find him.
I hope so. Thanks for having me on your show.
Sign up Yoni Gell, by the way.
Yeah,
100
this kid's
points. I'm
unbelievable.
telling you, he's going to make you
Where is
money
he?
one day. He walked out. He knows he won. So anyway, it is now time with my friend David Prince. It is now time for this month for your favorite segment of my show. I know it's my favorite segment. And that right after
8
this.
o'clock.
Don't worry, you got it in the bag. For the next segment, and that is our country music segment. This month's song is Welcome to the Future by Bad Paisley. If you can, stop what you are doing and pause for 5 minutes and 51 seconds to take it all in. As always, I will react afterwards.
Told us he wanted to implement his bigs. They've been using him to great effect all year, and especially with his star Nathaniel Lieberman. cold. He's not hitting. He's been glacial. Told us almost. Wanted to implement his bigs. Wouldn't you think they'd be feeding his younger brother Adam inside? Even Addison has been effective. Stock. He's a big guy. He's not hitting. He's been glacial. Told us. Try to make him do something out of nothing. Go to the line at least, but take better shots than they're doing right now. They've been getting enough effective stock. He's a big guy. He's not hitting. But try to let him do something out of nothing. Go to the line at least, but take better shots than they're doing right now.
Coach Ipard is on the sidelines with Valutola.
That's what they've been doing. 47-23. It's stands here almost halfway into the fourth quarter. It's been all DRS shots back to the athletic center, and it looks almost certain that they'll be moving on 47-20 in the Tier 1 bracket. They've looked really good. This is great prep all for DRS Yeshiva League semifinal, and it looks almost certain that they'll be moving on. Valley with the ball. Han gives it off to Lieberman. DRS still in the Yeshiva League gives it off to Darrison, and Darrison inside to Stock. Stock finds Han in the corner. Valley with the first three of the game, and he's fouled. Gives a good play by Han there. Fryer helps with a good game. First three of the game, and he's fouled. Good play by Han there. Fryer helps with a good game. And if they're going to take a three, at least it was open. Han unable to connect thus far, but he was able to draw the game, and he's fouled. Overzealous. Good play by Han there.
Two.
And not really sticking to their game plan at all. DRS, meanwhile, has been doing magnificently in this situation, holding the lead, playing fantastic defense, and really not letting the Wolfpack do what they want. Kirsten with the ball, guarded by Terrell, who's in the game. Sharaga now, flanked by Lieberman, aggressive defense, by Block, who's entered the game. But they maintain possession. Great find, Sharaga, open shot, missed. Got another offensive board by Stroh. Now, by the Wolfpack. Wide open layup. Lead is back to 24, 5 minutes to play. Lieberman gives it off to Block. Block back to Lieberman. Lieberman looking for something against the Wolfpack. Wide open layup. Lead is back to 24, 5 minutes to play. Now it's Block. Lieberman gives it off to Block. Immediately closes on Addison. Addison takes one something again around the perimeter. No penetration. Lieberman takes a contested three short. Gets his own board. Goes up and finishes it. Sharaga. Lieberman takes a contested three short, gets his own board, goes up and finishes it.
Most athletic player in this tournament. Just give us something.
Sharaga looking for a shot at Lieberman, takes a contested three short, gets his own board, goes up. Three zone effective, as well as that 1-3-1 they were in earlier. Nathaniel Lieberman finds Addison, tries to pump fake often, but there's no give. Finds Block in the post, throws up the lefty shot up and in. That was good interior passing there by Addison, as well as that 1-3-1 they were in earlier. 49-29, 4 minutes left to play. No give. Finds Block in the post, throws up the lefty shot up and in. That was good interior passing. No give. Here back with the ball, throws up the lefty shot up and in. Now it's Lieberman with the ball. Lieberman takes one cut. Sharaga all overman. Finds Terrell in the high post. Back to Lieberman. Tries to turn the corner. Unable to. Tough layup. No good. Now it's Sharaga. Sharaga's got Wildcats 49-29, 3:22 left in the game.
Yeah, in a blowout like this, Lieberman goes hard to the floor. You like to see all the players coming together.
Wildcats
Helping
49-29,
him up.
3:22 left in the game.
You love to see
My boss, Nachum Siegel, and Rebecca and Zach Yosher. While Brad Paisley sang of technological innovation in the changed political and economic landscape, I often think about our people, the Jewish people, and more specifically, welcoming our future. And if there's one thing I know, it's that the Jewish people will only survive and thrive if we come together and celebrate our values and our purpose. And that's exactly what we're doing here this evening. And if, no matter where in the world we are, we sing our sacred songs and dance to the same beats our parents did and spread the same values that our grandparents sacrificed everything for, then our future will be great. And so when I see hundreds of high school students come together to play basketball, but more importantly to spend Shabbos together and build friendships that will last a lifetime, I welcome the future. And when I speak to Rebecca and Zach Yosher, and I feel the unwavering confidence that they will follow in their parents' and grandparents' footsteps as leaders of our people, the Jewish people, I welcome the future. And when I wake up each morning and listen to Nachum Siegel and hear him spread our people's timeless message, I welcome our future. And when each and every day I step into my office on the campus of Yeshiva University and see the young men and women who spend their days and their nights studying our sacred texts while bettering the world in unimaginable ways, I welcome the future. And so in the words of Brad Paisley, welcome to the future. Welcome to our future. It can be so bright and so amazing if we let it. So let's come together and let's welcome it. Let's build it. And let's make sure the world is a better place for our children and grandchildren and even our great-grandchildren than it is today. That's my message for this evening, and that's why I chose Brad Paisley. So you have been listening to a very special edition of The Stunt Show on the Nachum Siegel Network. I am Daniel Gordon, and as always, thank you for making us and me a part of your evening, week, and month. Coming up next, it's a very special 2-hour edition of the Thursday Night Extravaganza with Nachum Siegel live from the Max Stern Athletic Center. Very close, down the block from where he got his start on Yeshiva University's Wolf campus. Join Nachum tomorrow morning from 6 to 9 a.m. as he continues to host the Jam in the AM Marathon live here on Jam in the AM on NachumSiegel.com and 91.1 FM. Make sure to tune in as he is joined by Malcolm Homeline for his weekly update. And don't miss Saturday Night Siegel, hosted by Avrami Finkelstein, live here on the stream as well as at NachumSiegel.com this Saturday night at 10 p.m. Thank you, ZK. And David, thank you. We definitely could not have done this without you. I appreciate it. This show will be rebroadcast Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on the Nachum Siegel Network here on NachumSiegel.com. Tune in next week at this time for the next edition of The Stunt Show with Gorf, Jordan B. Gorfinkel. Once again, as part of tonight's programming from Yeshiva University, we are... you're on to... Oh, next week? Sorry, with Mark Zamek. It's going to be a great show. Chazan Sherwood Goff. So there's going to be some live music? That's what we like to hear. That's amazing. And once again, as part of tonight's programming from Yeshiva University, we are having a very special Papa Shop basketball contest right here in the lobby of the Max Stern Athletic Center, presented by our friends at Adorama and the New York Fun Factory. Stop by and try your hand at a round of basketball for your chance to win a $150 gift certificate to Adorama and a chance to shoot a half-court shot on Coach Halper court to increase your chances of winning to $500. I encourage you to stop by as soon as possible, as there is just over 1 hour left to be part of this amazing contest. Our winner for this hour, it looks like, was Yoni Gelb. 100 points. Congratulations to Yoni for a $150 gift certificate to Adorama. Thanks once again to our good friends at Adorama, the New York Fun Factory, and Yeshiva University for making tonight's program possible. Thank you to Zach and Rebecca Yosher and all of our guests for joining us. We wish Zach and all of the Red Sarachek tournament athletes the best of luck this weekend. In case you forgot, tonight's country song was Welcome to the Future by Brad Paisley. Once again, I welcome your honest feedback and comments at Daniel@NachumSiegel.com. I hope you have gained something from this hour, and I hope that this show will gain its inspiration and content from you, the listeners. It's only appropriate that I close this month as Ellie Hagler did with my favorite quote from the late, great Jimmy Valvano, who began his career as a college basketball coach and used his fame to found the Jimmy V Foundation for Cancer Research. As Coach V said, there are 3 things we should do every day. Number 1 is laugh. Number 2 is think. And number 3 is have your emotions move to tears. Could be happiness or joy. But think about it. If you laugh, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. That's how I try to live my life. And I hope that this hour has been as special for you out there as it's been for me. Stay tuned for the special 2-hour edition of the Thursday Night Extravaganza with Nachum Siegel. See you next month. Goodbye.
you in need of an energetic summer?
Judah West branded 5-week energy from the makers of 6-month energy. I've been waiting for 5 weeks straight now. Judah West branded 5-week energy. I've been waiting for summer's gonna be a lot less.
To sign up for 5 weeks of energy, visit CampJudahWest.com.
And to Daniel Gordon for preceding me tonight. Apparently, a youngster in the 7 o'clock hour, which has just begun, has already shot, what is it, 110? 110 points in the Papa Shot contest. This is the last opportunity to win a gift certificate from our friends at Adorama, a $150 gift certificate from our friends at Adorama. More than just a camera store. Hey, get up there. Get up there to the Papa Shot. Let's go. There's a familiar face, no? $150 gift certificate to gift card to Adorama, and then they have the opportunity, if they win the hour, they have the opportunity to do double or nothing for a half-court shot. That's how it works. We're in the midst of an amazing array of programming here on a snowy Thursday night up at Yeshiva University. Mark Zamek joins me. Boy, this is turning into a real habit, Mark Zamek being at my side all through this week with our big JM fundraiser.
Usually by 7 o'clock, I'm not going on the air anymore.
Yeah, I thought I'd be. Who's this young man? Yeah, this is the one, huh? What's your first name? Hey, Zach is here, everybody. Proud TABC student.
Oh, baby.
Right. That's right. So now, here we find ourselves in the evening hours with snow falling and with the Ustream video stream going. Is the link up on Jewish Radio World with Nachum Siegel? Can people find it there? Where will people find the link to the Ustream?
Oh, my God.
On Twitter, Nachum Siegel Net. If you go to Nachum Siegel Net
You
on
post
Twitter.
on the Facebook page, too?
I would like to. I just haven't settled in here to the point where I'm able to. Yeah. What do you got? Who?
Edon.
Edon.
We saw him up downstairs in the calf. All the rage.
Where did we? I said hello to his father before. I didn't want to bother the young man, but his father I'd met before, and very nice man from Chicago, Illinois.
Absolute Kiddush Hashem, that boy.
My opinion is that's correct.
Well, your opinion is the only opinion that matters, as long as you agree with me.
So, is it more than just a camera store? You've never walked in to Adorama? Is it more than just a camera store or not?
I'm sure it's more than just a camera store.
You've never walked in.
Well, where is it?
It's on 18th between 5th and 6th.
I've never been to 18th.
Can we get
5th and
Mark
6th,
Zamek to visit 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues?
Listen, just for the record, you're pretty much using up all your Mark Zamek points for a while.
Really? You like for the next 50 weeks?
At least.
That is what
At
people
least through
people
Pesach.
wonder why I don't speak to Mark Zamek for 50 weeks out of the year. That's the answer. I use up all my cred.
Double time, 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock at night, and on the web all day. It's ridiculous.
I use all my cred during these 2 weeks. Anyway, have you had a chance to analyze the Sarachek book? Did you have any expert analysis for me for the tournament?
No, I usually do that over Shabbos.
I mean, is it going to be the Shalhevet Firehawks of Los Angeles and, in fact, ride the first seed all the way to the championship on Monday?
I'll tell you what my problem with that book is.
What's the problem?
The only way I read that book is trying to figure out which guys' parents were in my class, and it just makes me feel old.
That's what I do. I noticed that the only people I know now are the coaches. I don't know any of the players anymore. They're all coaches.
I'm just seeing all my classmates walking out the whole time as I'm sitting here one by one.
Hey, Frisch has 3 kids named Cohen. Maybe I know some of those.
Has a kid named Hode there probably too. The great Lior Hode's son is on that team. Justin. Tyler is the older one, right? He's in Jordan is in Israel.
There's an Ottensasser on the first school.
Yes, he's Gilad's son.
Gilad's in Bergen County?
In Englewood, yeah.
I didn't know that. No one tells me anything.
I'm playing Jewish geography. Come on, let's go.
Magan David's got 2 Dwecks.
Well, yeah.
A Harari, a Sit, and a Sutton.
I definitely need one of these headphones to take home. I
And
could
a
really use
Batesh.
this in the house.
North Shore has a not one familiar name to me. Yeshiva University High School for boys. They've got to have people.
Oh, the
that
refs are here.
They've got to have people that are familiar to me.
Oh, by the way, can you explain to Mrs. Wallach over here that there's no way this room could be the Reuben Lounge, because when Reuben built, this was a piece of grass?
Yeah, this was grass. That's right.
How could it be the Reuben Lounge? It's a different building.
I don't know. I'm so confused. And finally, the DRS Wildcats round out the top 6 of the seeds. In fact, I believe they just won. Is the game over? Yeah, it looks like the game is over. I believe they just won the game.
It's 0-0. It's a tie. It's a close game.
And they also have some familiar names that I'm familiar with, including Yoshua Libin, Shimi Savitsky, and Yoel Schreier. Those are all names.
That's Shopsy Schreier's son.
There you go.
I see him sitting back there.
Where's Shopsy? He's here?
No, back behind the bench.
So there you have it. We call it the Thursday Night Extravaganza. Tonight up at Yeshiva University, we're going to meet a few different folks. I am told by, we're going to speak to the coach of MTA, right? We'll speak to the coach of MTA. MTA hockey. We're going to speak to the coach of MTA hockey. It's a basketball-themed night. We're going to be doing the hockey conversation.
The hockey championship
over
is
here.
this weekend.
Yeah, we don't have the same producer in the evening as we have in the morning. So here, when it's basketball night, we do hockey interviews.
I have to say that...
That'll be coming up. And, yeah, go ahead.
I have to say that there are two different styles of producing between the morning producing and the evening producing.
Yeah, what's that?
Two very different styles. It's very interesting to see, because the truth is we probably together make one competent producer. She does all the work before the show, and I don't even start work until the show starts, because I know that it won't even matter.
No, but you have a death stare, the likes of which I could never.
That's fine.
It's unbelievable. It's really, it's something to aspire to.
I used it on my son the other day at work.
So that's what it's
Is that why he was smiling this morning on Facebook?
Well, that was a rare shot. I mean, you can tell he's my son because he doesn't smile that much. But
your girls claim that you are just this playful and giddy at home all the time.
Me? I'm very playful and giddy.
This is like the Gore family. Remember after Al Gore, like, they put out this video, the whole family put out this video.
Right.
That's what I feel like right now. We need to make a Zomic video showing him being loose and happy.
Leora is trying to convince me that one edition of the stunt show, I pick them up on the way home. I pick her up often on the way home when she finishes school and I'm going home from work.
Okay.
Because she's a tour in Manhattan. So she wants me to record the ride home.
We
one
let him
day.
mention Toro here? Yeah, sorry.
She wants me to record the ride home one day.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's the stunt show. Why not?
That's a hysterical idea.
What's the total on the kid that's at the Papa Shot right now?
What's the score?
What's he got over there?
It doesn't matter because you're going to beat him. Is that what you just said? Nice.
I already have the next two shows.
What
so
an
now
attitude.
I'm 3 months away.
What an attitude, I'll tell you.
Who is this?
Aaron Leibowitz.
Oh,
Aaron
Aaron.
Leibowitz.
Nice to see you again.
I know you put out your hands like you were going to hug her, but that was going to happen.
Hello? Not here. Not here. This is a sacred place. Yes. It's not.
Do we have the results of the games that have taken place already today? Was there any very close game today or not? Nothing? It was all blowouts?
Seeded, right?
It's typical Thursday Sarachek. A lot of blowouts. If you want to be here for the best games, you'll be here 1:30 on Sunday for the
Correct.
two
We usually bring the
semifinal
kids.
games.
I think Gordon's calling the games on
We're going to
Monday.
be on the web 1:30 on Sunday.
Right, and Adam told me he was going to Lawrenceville to watch the hockey.
Oh, right. And
championship.
the hockey is also a conflict this year, right? Those of you who want to hear us on Sunday, guess what? 12 noon Eastern time on the stream. JMNAM.org will be live from the big mega event from Nefesh B'Nefesh happening at the Crown Plaza. That is happening at the mega event this coming Sunday at 12 noon Eastern time. Make sure to be tuned in. Some music, and we'll meet some guests. It's all happening here at Yeshiva University. We're in.
I feel wet for some reason.
We're in Reuben Hall.
Is there a pool nearby?
seriously?
Is there a pool
It's just
nearby?
going to kill you to say the Reuben Lounge.
We're at Reuben Hall.
We're not in Reuben Hall. We're in the Max Stern Athletic Center.
We're at the Max Stern Athletic Center here at the
We're having an
Hospital.
identity
over
crisis.
there. Look at the sign.
It's an identity crisis.
אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני כאילו קידשתם עושים, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני. אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני. אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם אתם קדושים, אם מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא מלא אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני, מלא מלא אני עליכם, מלא 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 אני, כאילו קידשתם אויסי, מלא 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 אני.
Thursday night here at the Nachum Segal Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are at jmam.org, nachumsegal.com, and here at Yeshiva University's Rubin Lounge, as I'm told.
Oh, please.
I know, it's not the Rubin Lounge, it's the Max Stern Athletics Center.
The MSAC, as we used to call it.
So far, the largest score, the highest point total in the Papa Shot contest that began at 5 p.m. Eastern Time is 110?
110 by Andrew from Florida.
Andrew from Florida.
Sixth grade Andrew.
Can we even get a New Yorker to play?
Now, if he gets this gift card.
Better Florida than Boston.
If he gets his gift card at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Will he go directly to Adorama tomorrow morning?
He can scan it right now on his smartphone with the QR
I
code.
mean, he could use the gift card online?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
that is
What can we
cool.
buy?
You can go shopping right now.
Can I borrow his gift card? Tell him I'll give it right back to him. It won't look different at all.
Yeah, you were somebody's big brother.
You
that's
know
for
that
sure.
Adorama is more than just a camera store.
I heard that.
You know that. It's more than a
Isn't
camera
it on 18th
store.
Avenue between
18th Street.
18th Street.
This is not
Between 5th
Brooklyn.
and 6th Avenues.
Yeah.
Where is that in Brooklyn?
It's not Brooklyn. It's Manhattan.
Why do you think it's in Brooklyn?
What's going on here?
She
Who's
thinks
on
it's in
first?
Brooklyn.
No, I'm the only one. I've been there more times than anyone
Wait,
else.
18th
Street between 5th and 6th Avenue.
Between 5th and 6th Avenue.
Right near Bed Bath & Beyond. Not that I've stopped there after
I
St.
get my
Lawrence
haircut
after.
on 30th and Madison. That's pretty close to that.
Well,
You
I'd
get
like.
your haircut on 30th and Madison?
I would
Is
like
there
it.
a Supercuts there, Mark? Because otherwise you'd be paying too much.
No, I'm paying too much. Of that, there's no question. They used to be in a different place, but she moved.
Do we want to talk about this?
Do you know that later this hour we're supposed to meet Justin Linden? Justin Linden.
Really?
You know who he is?
No.
Justin Linden is
Fall for that
supposedly
every time.
Justin Linden is supposedly one of the greatest voiceover people in this country, and he's 19 years old.
In a word, in a world where.
So suppose now I want to tell you
Whales
that I have a very cynical view of voiceover people. So we'll see what happens when he shows up. But we're going to meet him later this hour. Plenty more happening here. I want to thank our friends at Traveler's Choice who have announced, by the way, that anybody who takes advantage of their Florida offer for Pesach, if you take advantage of the Newark to Florida trip, which I believe is $398 plus tax.
Wow.
$398 including tax. If you take advantage of it with Traveler's Choice, they will donate to JM and the AM for every person who purchases a ticket for Florida.
The meal you would have gotten on the plane.
That's right. For information, it's 212-868-8698. Call Traveler's Choice at 212-868-8698. Up at Yeshiva University with plenty more happening here. We'll meet some special guests and speak with some of the people that are directly
David's playing finally.
Who is that? Oh,
Duke.
David Netkin has stepped up.
It's about time. No, you're entitled.
Is he on the thing? He's not. You got to get the camera on him.
You got to get the camera on David. That's the irony.
How many
David's camera's finally on David.
How many points do you have over there?
No, we got to start. We got to do it for real. You got to do it for real.
Could you ask him to announce on the on our stream how to watch what we're doing right now? Where is he?
He keeps tweeting it out, he said.
Okay.
He's been tweeting it out.
So if you go to Twitter, Nachum Segal Net, NACHUMSEGAL Net, you can find the link to the Ustream video right now.
Who's this guy?
Brand new Yidel. This is the Nachum Segal Show.
Not Yidel, the guy.
My apologies. Classic Yidel here at the Nachum Segal Show.
Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot, in lo yelo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot, in lo yelo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot. Af Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Le'avihem shebashamayim. Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Yisroel in lohem elo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot, in lo yelo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo yelo levechot. Matamor, zayn lo ela levechot, in lo ela levechot. Matamor, zayn lo ela levechot. U'af Yisroel Elohem elo levechot. Yisroel Elohem elo levechot. Af Yisrael Elohem elo levechot. Ve'avihem shebashamayim. Af Yisrael Elohem elo levechot. Yisrael Elohem elo levechot. Af Yisrael Elohem elo
אחד
ויעשו כולם אגודה אחת
ויעשו כולם אגודה אחד לעובדך לעובדך ללבב שם
מתמה 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 ידה מסעץ מוי כאילו שקל כאילו אילו שקל כאילו אילו שקל 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 חיין כל העולם אילו ידה מסעץ מוי כאילו שקל כאילו אילו שקל כאילו שקל 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 וחיין כל העולם עושה מצווה חזה שוב שהכריע הכריע אסת מוי בית כל העולם כולוי ויש כל העולם כולוי לחב לחב זכות עושה מצווה חזה שוב שהכריע הכריע אסת מוי בית כל העולם כולוי ויש כל העולם כולוי לחב לחב זכות yada misats mai kilu shago kilu shago kilu shago 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 thank God why lam shago aili yada misats mai kilu shago kilu shago kilu shago kilu shago thank God thank God Escaloilam kuloi, vi escaloilam kuloi, lachap lachap sechus. Zotza mitzvah achas of sheichriya, ichriya esat boi escaloilam kuloi, vi escaloilam kuloi, lachap lachap sechus. שיכריע, הכריע אסת מי וסקלוילם כולוי ויש כל העולם כולוי לך ולך וזכות עושה מצורך אסת שיכריע, הכריע אסת מי וסקלוילם כולוי ויש כל העולם כולוי לך ולך וזכות שוקו וכן כל העולם שוקו וכן כל העולם שוקו וכן כל העולם שוקו וכן כל העולם
Alrighty, here we are live at Yeshiva University's Max
I'm happy
Third,
our mics are on now.
Max Third Athletic Center. Can I hit a shot from here? Nah, it wouldn't work.
Nothing but net, boss. Nothing
Step
but
on
net.
up. Anybody who wins the Papa shot this hour gets $150 from Adorama.
Let's
More
go.
than just a camera.
No, but it's not just that. You got to beat Andrew's 110.
More than a camera. Store.
Oh!
You know, you break a light in this room. You know what kind of red tape we're going to go
Do you have any idea what I had to sign? If Stephen Wallach is listening to this right now.
Oh, that's right. We'd pay for it in the end.
Excuse me.
Forget
but
it. I've signed so many disclaimers.
I went to MTA. I know how to shoot line drives.
That's right. The ceiling of the MTA gym.
Yeah, let's just say I signed a whole bunch of documents without checking with the GC.
You know that Adorama is more than a camera store. You know that.
It's on 18th Street between 5th and 6th.
Can we give a shout out to NYFF events?
They were unbelievable.
It's only because of NYFF events that we even have a Papa Shot
That's
here
true.
tonight.
Thank you, Josh Glad. Thank you, John Glad. Thank you,
I'm not sure
Cal
that that's
Nathan.
true.
And
What do you
David
mean?
Netkin.
It was Daniel Gordon's idea.
And David Netkin schlepped it here.
Nisht. I'm not, first of all, I'm not giving. All right, where is Gordon? I'm not giving him credit. But let me tell you something. David Netkin gets super props for pulling this off. Agreed?
True or false?
True or false?
False. False. I'm
I'm
choosing
gonna say
false.
true. I'm saying true. I'm saying true.
Keep quiet. True or false? David Netkin schlepped the Papa Shot here
True.
from miles and miles away.
True. David Netkin picked up the rental van. David Netkin went all on his own, took the whole thing. I mean, David Netkin was the man today.
Do you need me to call him a wambulance, please?
By the way, please don't use that line again. That's the third time you have. I mean, over. It's over.
it has
And
to
the
be one
girls
of
are-
those things.
No, it What's can't be. over?
Oh, please. My daughters, my wife, my son are so tired of my stupid jokes after the past 30 years. What am I going to do?
I thought
They've heard all my turtle.
Benjamin Siegel's coming. Let's get his
Benjamin
perspective
Siegel.
on the whole
Baruch Hashem, some fresh blood.
Let's get his perspective on this whole thing.
We need a headset for him.
He has a microphone right there.
Okay, good.
Is it snowing outside?
Benjamin,
Here's
we,
your car.
That's it.
Where's the
Benjamin,
car?
we need an adult here.
The paid one or the regular one? The regular one? You're amazing. You pay.
We're doing a show.
Just say you're coming for Sarachek.
I did.
They had my name on the
Everybody
list,
get
I
home
think.
all right?
They
Everyone
did
not home.
I didn't
Oh,
Okay,
back to
that's
the
funny,
Lower
because
East
I
Side.
said-
Could you
check the list when
right,
the
not
list is
home,
okay.
but on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Listen to this news. I got to tell you some news afterwards. I just heard about somebody who's about to get married and is moving to the Lower East Side.
Who?
I'll tell you off the air. 'Cause I don't know if he wants to be public
Right.
division.
His wife, by the
Also,
way,
I
doesn't
yelled.
know.
Tell me now.
I yelled at Noah for not being at the Purim Suda. I screamed and yelled at him here in the middle of the whole, Manhattan.
He wanted to learn about the Dead Sea Scrolls. He couldn't find any other.
Oh, that's what I did. The only time to
You
learn
know
about
where
Dead
he
Sea
was.
Scrolls was during the Purim Suda with Dr. Schiffman. Right? That's
Where
the only
else
time.
would he be there?
Yeah.
Ours wasn't fun anyway, though.
How's your YUR show going?
Incredible. In fact, I'm more comfortable here than my father is at this point.
Well,
Yikes.
when I got Mark Zamek next to me, you can't get more comfortable than that. All right. Could you recommend to Mark and Miriam where one goes to dine at 8 o'clock at night on the Yeshiva University campus?
Right across the
Gotta
street
get some
at the
cholent.
Chinese.
It's got to be cholent, right?
Although Mark doesn't eat cholent. I listened this morning. Mark doesn't eat cholent.
Mark doesn't eat cholent.
Even Thursday night.
So are we gonna
Special
gonna go to the cholent in Golan Heights?
The only reason I agreed to drive everyone home is because I assumed it would end with a cholent trip.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be heading there. After
Why
the-
8 o'clock? You mean 9 o'clock?
At 9 o'clock,
Forget
we're going to
about
be
it.
heading over there for some cholent.
Can't eat at 9 o'clock anymore. I'm too old. I got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning. What are you, crazy?
You sound like you're 100 right
Maybe
now.
what I
I've been
should
100
do.
for a long time.
Maybe I shouldn't go to sleep. Maybe I should go directly from YU to the studio.
Are we pulling an all-nighter?
There was, by the way, one great game today.
Which
we were
one?
discussing blowouts. Cooper and Cooper. Who played? You have the schedule here?
I have to go check it out.
Let's go to the videotape.
Who did Cooper play?
today?
You know his voice might be a little deeper than yours.
Who, Benjamin?
Yeah.
It's all those knee surgeries. Let's see. Who won today's
And
game?
it's all worth it.
Yeah. Hey, they have a whole Manhattan eatery section here. Can you find that?
Yeah,
Can
I'll-
you find the opening game? So anyway, here we are. The largest number of points so far in the Papa Shot, 110.
Is that crazy?
110 points.
Sixth grader.
See, I would say that I can beat everyone.
Don't be that person.
But I listened to Miriam on the way here.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be that guy.
I have become the most avid JM in the AM listener.
Unbelievable.
After the Jewish reaction, Heidi Fuchs says to Ellie Hagler, "I hope I didn't embarrass you." To which I said, "Ellie Hagler is so far beyond being embarrassed anymore."
Oh, that's right.
It's
There's
unreal.
no way for him to be more embarrassed.
Hagler, you better be listening.
Maybe
now.
that program has it. Where do we
Where
have the
is
games?
the,
Maybe that program has it. The
check
one
my-
in
go to
favor.
maxlive.com and it
just
gives
go
you
to
all the
Max
scores
Live.
from
Hang
today's
on one
grade.
second.
You think we have an internet
Also,
access here?
I do on my iPad. Here.
did you see the Max Live feed this year?
No, there's a lot.
We're
Brought to
watching
you by
it.
Adorama. It's unbelievable.
It's incredible.
You know that Adorama is responsible.
You know, of course, I wasn't watching in class today, but if I was, I would have seen how good it was.
That's
But no
okay.
sound. I didn't hear the sound.
That's okay. Lizzie Wallach wasn't buying Zappos in the middle of math today. It's fine. Yeah.
It looks like it's like ESPN over here.
I don't know.
It's unreal.
What's wrong?
This is unbelievable the way
Yeah.
it looks. No, I'm having trouble accessing the internet.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
12-12. Baron,
You know what's
Baron
good?
versus
Since-
MTA.
Here it is. Here it is.
One
Lou.
second. I want to pull it
You
up.
said Cooper and RASG. What's
Okay, I'll let
RASG?
Gross.
Okay,
From,
well, whatever
from
that
where?
was a very close game today.
man.
And Cooper pulled out in the last
the
second after
Midwest
being down the
somewhere.
entire second half.
Literally last second?
And there
Oh,
must have been back and forth.
from North Miami.
North Man?
Oh yeah, back and forth. The last second, they kept
Jewish geography
going shot for shot until finally Cooper pulled away at the end.
That's Memphis, right?
That was accounting class. That's
You
what
guys
that
are
was.
crazy. These Zomics are crazy.
I don't know why anybody who's in class would possibly go ahead and watch games as class is going on.
Look, I'm on this campus, Mary. My father went to school on this campus. My grandfather went to school
So
on
did
this
mine.
campus.
Our grandfathers probably played ball together. My grandfather played ball in the 20s here.
My grandfather actually was only born in 1915. He graduated Yeshiva College in 37,
Show just
38.
came to a screeching halt, huh?
37, 30. He was actually in Dr. Lander's class.
Oh.
And Mo Feuerstein's class. There are a lot of big names in that class with my grandfather.
We are going to continue here with our special guests and the Papa Shot contest, which will end at 8 p.m. tonight. Thank you to our friends at Adorama. You know, it's more than a camera store.
I've been there.
You know, for
what's
all
the
the
Cooper score? What was
here,
it?
Here.
The Cooper score was 35-34.
That was it was a great game.
For all of these out-of-town yeshivas who play in their local league, they all just say yeshiva on their shirt so they know what school it is. When they're here, no one knows where they're coming
Very
from.
good, Mark. Excellent observation. All right.
It's not a complaint. It's just an observation.
Do a little music, and then we'll be back on a snow-filled Thursday night for live from the Max Stern Athletics Center.
Charging. I apologize. It looked like the ref was signaling a charge. Now I know it is a charging. Basketball halftime show coming up after this quarter. And halftime show coming up after this quarter. Backboard rim no good. And we'd like to thank Avi Matinki for everything that he does to make this broadcast show coming up after this quarter. Backboard rim no good. And we'd like to thank Avi Matinki for everything that he does to make this broadcast show coming up. The IT staff is a light backboard rim no good. And we'd like to thank Avi Matinki for everything that he does to make this broadcast show coming up. The IT staff is a light backboard rim no good. And we'd like to thank Avi Matinki for everything that he does to make this broadcast show coming up. Alexander gets to Nomberg. Baseline, he's going to try and put it up. They call a foul on the ground, so the shot won't send it to the line. They will inbound. He's going to try and put it up. 14-12 still in three over better. Shot a very tight game the whole time. I think the largest lead so far was just 3. 14-12 still in three over better. Shot a very tight game the whole time. I think the largest lead so far was just 3. Finally finds 14-12 all the way out. He's going to wait for the offense. Very tight game the whole time. Now he gets a kick to his left. Brings it to the elbow. The pull-up shot, that one no good. The rebound by Rackler. Pass to push. Gives it to Yosher in the middle. Yosher pulls up for 3. His second straight 3. Yosher starting to heat up, and Barron retakes the lead. Pass to push. Gives it to Yosher in the middle. Yosher pulls up for 3. His second straight 3. Yosher starting to heat up, and Barron retakes the lead. We thought that he was going to be doing everything down low, but he's proving so far that he not only likes his second straight 3. Yosher starting to heat up, and Barron retakes the lead. We thought that he was going to be doing everything down low, but he's proving so far that he not only likes his second straight 3. Yosher starting to heat up. We thought that he was going to be doing everything down low. Finds the backdoor cutting Longberg. He gets blocked away by Ratcliffe. The rebound grabbed by Yosher. He's going to push it. Gives it to Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe to Katz. Katz tries to get it to Yosher. Great defense there by Atlantic MTA, and they're going to go the other way. The rebound grabbed by Yosher. He's going to push it into the paint. Gives it to Ratcliffe. Hands it off to Katz. Katz tries to get it to Yosher. Great defense rebound there. Pulled in. MTA steps out of bounds. Paints it back after all that hustle. Unable to Yosher. Great defense rebound there. Pulled in. Gets out of bounds. All that Russell able to Yosher. Rebound. Pulled in. Gets out of bounds. All that Russell able to Yosher. Rebound. Pulled in. Gets out of bounds. All that Russell able to Yosher. I like the pass. Obviously, it's very difficult. Small guy in the court to bring it down low. I understand why he tried to get that ball back to Yosher. I would like to see him trying to pull the ball strong, have the defense out of position. Even when you're small guy, you can still draw the foul. He tried to get that ball back to Yosher.
Association, Camp Judah, Camp Moshe Wildrose, Sammy's, Chopsticks, Ricky's, Cookies Corner, 5-Star Caterers, and the Columbus Baseball Association. Invitational 15-14 here, barely in the MTA Lions, 4:48 left in the second quarter. 5-Star Caterers, and the Columbus Baseball Association. Invitational 15-14 here, barely in the MTA Lions, 4:48 left
ball,
in the second quarter.
almost stolen away, but controlled back by... Puts that one away, but finally rebounded by Alexander. And here comes Kamenetsky. Puts that one away, but finally baseline draws the foul. That one, I believe, will also be on the ground. Kamenetsky. Neither team close to foul trouble. That one away, but finally baseline draws the foul. That one, I believe, still 4 minutes 21 seconds left. Neither team close to foul trouble. That one away, but finally baseline draws the foul. That one, I believe, still 4 minutes 21 seconds left. Alexander gets the ball. That one away, but finally baseline draws the foul.
Was geloof u
Rabbi Levy from the famous wedding proposal video that everyone's talking about is here. What's the name of that video you were telling me about? The one that that's what it's called, the Avera song? Is everybody into it already, or
I don't know. You just told me about it today.
Has it made the rounds?
I've been working.
It's the funniest thing.
Has it made rounds though? Like, is it going viral or not?
50,000 views.
It's funnier.
It is funny.
Is it funnier than what people say during Shiva?
And which yeshiva is it that did it?
Lev Aryeh.
You never saw the video of things people say during Shiva?
Yeshiva Lev Aryeh did the Avera song. Hello? Yeshiva Lev Aryeh. You got to look it up.
Okay.
Get ready.
By the way, Miriam never saw the Shiva video.
Am I about to get fired again?
Unbelievable.
If you go to Ustream and search Nachum Segal Network, you can find tonight's live presentation of our show. Who hasn't tried Papa Shot yet? You know, you can win $150.
Me?
$150 from Adorama, and I remind you, Adorama is more than a camera store.
All members of the network are officially disqualified.
I thought it was all members of the network wearing heels were disqualified.
18th Street.
Knock the heels.
18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue is Adorama. Go to Adorama.com. Have you scanned that thing yet on your Q reader?
I wanted to time it out based on the scan.
Well,
someone scanned it 10 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, so I'll do it in 10 seconds.
Really? Is there a thing like that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Doesn't sound.
Speaking of heels,
I need you to get a lot of friends to start.
You know who's not that tall, speaking of heels?
What?
You know who's not that tall, speaking of heels? Kira Sedgwick.
Okay, that was no segue where they
ran into her coming out of the
I
parking
don't even
lot
know
this
who it
morning.
is.
Oh, you did?
The closer.
She's married to Kevin Bacon. You were...
and she was talking about Kevin when she ran into me on the phone.
That's 1 degree of that's 1 degree. If we were playing 6 degrees, that would be 1
You
degree.
don't know Kira Sedgwick?
I don't.
How could you not?
Well, I spend my time differently.
All right, I don't even know what that means. By the way,
I spend my time differently. I don't know pop culture as well as I know spectator sports. What can I tell you? Simple as that.
I thought you were. I don't know pop culture as well as I know Gemara.
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't know pop culture as well as I know other things. All right, we're on the campus where the Maccabees were founded.
That is true.
That's why I got to play this right now. at the Nachum Siegel Thursday Night Extravaganza.
Coming in from the east, and I can hear my homeland calling me. Hear my homeland calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my homeland calling me. Hear my homeland calling. There's a fire burning in my belly, and I can hear my mama calling me. Hear my mama calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my mama calling me. Hear my mama calling me back. Calling me back. Way down the road that never ends. I can hear my father calling me. Hear my father calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my father calling me. Hear my father calling. Come back to me now. Come back to me now. Come back to me now. Whichever road takes you calling me, hear my homeland calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my mama calling me, hear my mama calling. Well, come back to me now. I can hear my father calling me, hear my father calling. Come back to me now. I can hear my father, hear my father calling me back, calling me back, and I can hear my father calling me back, and I can hear my father.
Those are the Maccabees, the Nachum Siegel Show. It's a Thursday night extravaganza from the Yeshiva University campus. We are in the Max Stern Athletic Center. We're right next to the big Sarachek tournament right now. Whoever's playing is up by 5. One of the teams is up by 5. Who's playing in there?
Barron is up by 5. Barron
Barron's
versus
up by 5.
MTA.
Congrats. Oh, really? MTA is losing?
They are by 5. Third period. With how much time? I can't tell.
I see 7 minutes left in the third.
Well, that's a long time.
That is, there's still time. All hope is not lost. You know that Adorama is more than a camera store. You know that?
I've heard.
It's a little bit like deja vu here.
On 18th Street.
What kind of things do they sell that I might be interested in?
A tablet. You may want a tablet.
I have one.
You may want photo paper.
Photo paper.
Look who's here. Look who's here.
I don't know who's here.
The good old boys are here.
But these are all friends?
Sammy. Here, come on the air with us. I need some excitement on this show. Here, go to the other side of the table for a second.
Here. Happy to pass this off.
Rabbi Cement is here. What does he teach now, MTA? Rabbi Beitler is here.
Where?
Rabbi Beitler.
Where? I don't see him.
Can't hear him. He's walking right outside. He can't even hear you.
I don't see him.
He's gone. He's out the door.
This is so cool. Everybody just sneaks right by me. Hey, there's Menachem Mermelstein is here. I don't get it. Why would they be walking out of the game now? There's 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Halftime. They're not playing.
It's halftime.
Halftime? There's 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
No, 6 minutes till
6 minutes left in halftime.
Oh, 6 minutes left in halftime. Sammy's here. He goes by one name. He was? Sammy was at the Purim
Justin.
Suda? I saw Noah. He was at the Purim Suda.
Not many.
But I don't remember Sammy at the Purim Suda. Is it possible I had too much to drink that night? But I just don't remember what happened at the Purim Suda?
Could be. Could be.
What's happening here? Give me the lowdown on Thursday night, 8 p.m. on the Yeshiva University campus. Give me the lowdown, please.
I mean, me personally, I should be in class.
Well, then please.
But
don't let us hold you back.
You know what was happening on Thursday nights 30 years ago on this campus?
What?
You were doing a radio show.
That's correct. I had a radio
by
show.
yourself with nobody else around.
That's right. Nobody listening. I had a radio show on this campus 30 years ago.
Benjamin, how's your radio show been going?
I thought we were eating cholent later. I didn't know we're eating sushi now. Very good. Oh, is this our guest? All right, Sammy, I apologize.
No problems.
And thank you for coming to the Purim Suda. You made it the preeminent Purim Suda of the entire neighborhood, and I thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen of my wonderful audience, listen very carefully. A few weeks ago, as we were planning this whole extravaganza at Yeshiva University, someone alerted me to a fact that a young man named Justin Linden is supposedly one of the great voiceover artists of the United States of America.
Don't say anything yet. Don't
say a word. Now, I told you, Mr. Zombek, I told you this. I am very critical when it comes to people who claim to be great voiceover people. I take great pride in the fact that I'm known as One Take Siegel. I take great pride in the fact that I myself possess a...
One second. One Take Siegel?
Yeah, One Take Siegel. I go into a studio, and I have to record a commercial.
Because you don't care what comes out at the end.
No, if I have to record a commercial, if I have to do an act, I usually can do it in one take.
Let's turn to your left.
Yeah.
And let's see.
SDK, I'll tell you. How many commercials have I recorded?
He can roll his eyes farther
How
enough
many
back in his
commercials
head.
have I recorded that was One Take Siegel in my career? 100, 200, 300? A lot. A lot of times you turn on that mic and one take and it's over. Anyway, I'm going to argue this in front of Justin.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
He says most of the time that's the case. Thank
I
you.
stand corrected.
So this gentleman is introduced to me as the preeminent voice in the entire country.
Do any
supposedly, I don't even know if I'm allowed to reveal this, but supposedly he's not even 20 years old yet. True or false? You're not 20 years old. Just shake your head.
Shake your head.
You're not
He's
20
not
yet.
20 years old.
He's not even 20 years old yet.
Okay.
And yet he's got this whole thing now.
No, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you're saying, don't speak
One
yet.
second,
no,
don't say a word. You go ahead.
When we talk about voiceovers, is it just the quality of the voice, or is the read?
Yeah, it's both.
It's both together.
Of course
okay,
it's
I
both.
just want to make sure.
What do you think makes me so great?
I just want to understand.
No, it's
a long day.
It's been a long day,
long
right? No, but, okay. So let's take me out of it now. Okay, let's say hello to Justin Linden. Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening. Thank you for having me.
Is that your real voice? Or
Well, it
you
depends.
Or you just put that one on?
Real is a relative term.
How did you discover it? Okay, already it's
How
obvious.
did he discover?
How did you discover you have a talent for this? Because it's obvious. It's obvious now to me. Okay, the great scout of talent when it comes to voice and radio. It's obvious to me that the guy's
can we
got
give him
some
some
potential
copy to
here.
read?
That's
Oh,
it.
sure.
And, we should get him. We should actually get him to record stuff for us. we have him trapped here. Get him to do a marathon promo.
Where's Mimi? She's going to get a bill after he's finished.
No, I don't want a bill. I want a marathon promo.
Okay,
Get him the
we
phone
write-
number.
let's write him something
Give him
here.
the phone number for the marathon and let him do our fundraising marathon.
No, but I
promo.
want to. We don't do. We want to do online. We want to give him.
That's correct, and we'll do an online one as well. Get your iPhone thing going. We're going to take complete advantage of you. I hope you don't mind.
Sure thing. That's,
Where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, actually. Detroit originally.
Are you really not 20 years old yet?
No, I am. I'm 22, actually.
You're 22.
Right.
And
I was doing voiceover before I was 22.
Oh, this is great. See, this is horrifying for me to meet a guy like this. This is horrifying. He's fantastic.
Oh,
this is terrible.
well, this is not. I mean, most of my work though I do in different. I do in voices that are not exactly.
Right, you're
not
you're an impersonator.
I'm an impersonator.
Right.
I do a lot of.
But it
stuff.
does sound like if one wanted to hire you as a strict voiceover guy, a guy who could really read well and get the point across, it would be you.
Oh, well, thank you.
So
Yeah.
now I'm jealous for two reasons. You're a great impersonator from what I hear, and you're a great voiceover guy. Justin Linden is here. Can you go to justinlinden.com?
Yeah, Justin. Well, it's Justin. I pronounce it Justin London, but
Then why is it spelled L-I-N?
It's just a weird thing. I don't know.
Your name is London, and it's spelled L-I-N.
Well, it's not after the city. It's a whole thing. My family comes from the old country. My parents, and so it was originally it was London.
The old country.
Well,
yes. I have to end this interview. I can't take it anymore. This guy's
Take off your headphones.
I can't take
Just
this.
take off
interview.
your headphones.
All right,
Here,
Justin.
is that okay?
Yes, but that's for the phone number.
That's for the
right?
It's for the Here, try to write it.
Sure thing.
Let's see if you hey, ZK. Could you pay careful attention? We may need to find this out.
We're gonna need a clip of this.
Ready? Let's go.
Oh, sure thing. Maybe I could do. I'm not so good that I can only do in one take. But
that's not true. I heard you can do it in one take.
It's not like I gave you a lot.
Well,
of
it
copy
also
there.
depends on
Can
what
you
we're
read
going
that number?
for.
It's 9368. 9368.
9368. Okay, so it's sort of like
1-800-989-9368. That's 1-800-989-9368. Call now.
Oh no! I know what he has to record.
Are you adverse to becoming the? What would you say if there was if in theory, hypothetically, there was a network, right? A young network,
right?
That wanted to hire you to do voiceovers for their intros and outros for their programs. What would you say?
Oh, I would be glad to do.
You'd jump at the opportunity.
I would jump at the opportunity.
You'd probably pay the network to do it. That's how much you want to do it. That's how badly you want to do it.
It would cripple me from within.
Oh, I can't take it.
I'm gonna read this to you so we can do it.
I gotta find something I do better than him. Let me think 1 second.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I do better. I do Michael Buffer better.
I
than
know
him.
what you do better than him.
What?
You reach things on high shelves.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the number one.
Let's get ready to rumble.
For anybody out there who thinks it was me, that was Mark Zombie.
Welcome to the Red Sarachek tournament.
That's what I don't know.
But you see, your voice, that's not a basketball voice. In other words, what you just did, that's a horror movie voice. What you just did.
I try to. It requires. See, that's why sometimes it takes me a lot of takes because my voice sometimes jumps all over the place.
See, I
have to I have to shift it in the right place. And
I would do, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Red Sarachek tournament.
Right.
That's the Madison Square Garden booming center of the room voice.
Right.
Thank God I found something I do better than him. Thank God.
Derek Jeter.
For now.
Have you ever heard of what was his name? Bob Shepard. Have you ever heard of Bob Shepard?
I don't think
Have you
so.
heard of Michael Buffer? No, not even Michael.
I'm not sure.
Who's the one that used to do
He's
K-Rock?
not a
the
Talmud
famous
of
one on
announcers,
K-Rock,
I don't know.
the one from Philadelphia. What was his name?
From Philadelphia?
Yeah,
Paul Turner by any chance?
Paul Turner.
Yeah, Paul Turner.
Yeah, so Paul Turner. You sound like Paul Turner.
Oh, thank you.
Do you hear the Paul Turner? He sounds
That's
like
because
Paul
I spent the
Turner.
last 2 weeks trying to sound like him. I was doing recording.
Yeah, Paul Turner did. He did Sarachek spots.
Right, and then
He
they
did
asked
Sarachek
me. They
spots,
asked me to do some
Yeah,
of the
to
spots
correct
as
him,
well.
right.
So they sent me his clips, and they said like, "We got to sound like this."
Right. Benny
So I was
Michel
sitting.
knew him
I was
and
going
got it
away,
years ago.
hacking.
So here you are tuned to the Nachum Siegel Network on jamintheam.org.
Now we're going for a.
We're going for
Really
a top of the
straightforward.
hour clean ID with all the noise in the background.
He's going to kill our mics. Go ahead.
You are tuned into the Nachum Siegel Network on jamintheam.org. I'm sorry about that.
That was his Johnny Carson.
Yeah, it sounds like Johnny Carson.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff.
He knows Carson.
You are tuned into the Nachum Siegel Network on jamintheam.org.
I don't know. It's that's
not
one
bad.
One of the problems I run into oftentimes is to figure out.
can't read.
Well, I don't know. I can read. I mean, sometimes the spelling also. I mean, the handwriting can be.
Okay, let me cut to the chase. First of all, you're drinking tea. You know how dangerous it is if it's too hot. Be very
yes.
careful.
Oh,
Be
I'm
very
very.
careful. I have made that mistake. Be very careful.
It's about the perfect because usually I usually like to drink something hot before I get to work.
Right, and you heard you'd be on this show. You were like, wow, I better drink that tea. Listen to me, young man. You're 22 years old. Listen to an old veteran for a moment, okay?
Yeah.
There's a piece of advice I can give you. There are going to be, no, I shouldn't say thousands. There are going to be hundreds of possibilities out there for you. Hundreds of possibilities. There are going to be events. There are going to be commercials. There are going to be movie trailers. Could you see him doing a movie trailer?
Absolutely.
You could see him doing a movie. You probably. Oh, he's got the
that
movie
was-
trailer voice.
That's what got me into it.
Go for it. Let's go.
In a World.
He did the In a World. I love it.
It's like playing. It's like playing Lady of Spain on accordion. You have no choice.
The godfather of voiceover, the Don LaFontaine.
Oh my gosh, he's got it.
That's
What
the guy.
Can you do the?
He sounds like a 7-foot-tall man who's been smoking cigarettes since childhood.
Can you do the voice of God from the NFL? What was the NFL films? Right? Was the what was his name? His name was. He died. His name is. What was his name?
Steve Sobel.
Not Steve Sable. Steve, the guy who did the voice. They called him the voice of God. His name was. I forgot his name. We can look it up.
Can you do Leif Schreiber?
If you Google voice
Can
of
you do Leif
God.
Schreiber?
From what? From which?
From everything. He does all the baseball
I don't know.
stuff.
What? What's his name? John Facenda. John Facenda was the voice of God in all the NFL films.
I gotta look it up.
Facenda. He was
Leif Schreiber does all the
absolute legend.
documentaries on HBO.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Anyway, where are you from?
So I'm from Detroit.
And did you? Are you attending Yeshiva University or not?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
You're a senior at Yeshiva College.
Actually, Cy Sims.
You're a senior at Cy Sims.
I'm an accounting major.
You're an accounting major at Cy Sims.
You didn't give him the advice.
Give up the accounting.
You were about to give him some advice.
I know, and I forgot what it was. Do you have an agent? Yes or no?
No, I don't.
You
Actually.
need
I'm
an
looking
agent.
for one. Yeah.
I'm going to recommend someone to you.
Oh, thank you.
I have the perfect agent.
Great.
And in fact, she's moving on. She runs a network right now, but she's moving on, and I think you'd be the perfect person.
Oh. Well, that's. Oh, is that right?
She founded a network, and now it looks like we're ready to let her go. So she'll.
I'm being fired on the air.
So you.
No, you're not being fired on the air now, but when you get fired, it will be on the air.
That's for sure. Anyway, you got to get some representation out there. You're and this is the big question. See, I never knew the answer to this question. Believe me, I've investigated this industry a million times over the last 30 years. I don't know if there are a million voices like yours or if there's one voice like yours. I really don't know.
That's a very good point.
It is a good question because there are so many people you'll meet in this industry who will say dime a dozen, and other people in the industry will hear what you have to say and they'll say one of a kind. So you got to find those.
A lot of it is right place, right time.
Right. You got to find those who say it's one of a kind because a lot of people do the dime a dozen routine.
And I do have a piece of advice as a student who goes to RU, who has a God-given talent, who hopefully will be very successful with it. Nothing is worth, no job is worth giving it up for. Meaning that if they say, I need you to do this job, this is your career, but it's got to be done on Shabbos morning, pass it up.
Great advice,
Right.
Mark
Totally.
Tomic. That is great advice. All right. Now impersonations. Let's get to it. Your most famous impersonation is? You're most well known for impersonating who? Rich Little? No, do you know Rich Little?
Do you have a singing voice? Can you carry
singing
tune?
voice? I can. I don't. That's not my.
Wait, do you know who Rich Little is or not? He's the guy. He's the guy from my generation who imitates everybody. He was who would be today? Who would be today's impersonator?
I don't know.
Who? Oh yeah, Calienda is the
Frank
right.
Calienda, right.
So he's the one today. In
But
our
Rich
day,
Little didn't have to dress up. Frank
that's
Calienda
right. He's
has
got to dress up. Rich Little was the guy who did Carson all the time. In fact, he played Carson in the famous movie with Carson, Letterman, and Leno. So he's the guy from our generation. So you're most well known for which impersonation?
Well, I suppose if you call it an impersonation,
Don LaFontaine. I mean, the movie trailer voice. That's like my forte.
That's what you're most known for.
I mean, that's what
There's no actor or singer that
in terms of actors. Oh,
can you do Sinatra? Can you do I don't know? Can you
Sinatra?
Can you do Mel Gibson?
I never. Well, when I practice them, I get to them. But the thing is, I have to. It takes me time. Like all the impersonations that I do. Most of them, though, aren't a particular person. Particular people I find to be a little bit more difficult, but I like to do different accents, like I do an Austrian accent, for example. And I take the Austrian accent
with a low voice. And now we have the Austrian accent with a movie trailer voice.
I like stuff like that. I like to combine things. They're particular actors. I've done it before. Owen Wilson, I really like to do an impression of him. I don't know if you're familiar. He just talks like this.
Is he doing it well or not? Yeah, that's
Owen
good.
Wilson. Aside from that, I just got to practice them, really.
You can do Ed Sullivan if you can do Owen Wilson. You can do Ed Sullivan.
I suppose. I mean, the truth is, I'm just not. That's not what I. I'm
not your shtick.
Yeah. Sometimes I go into impersonation, but that's more in terms of.
Your shtick is when
accents.
Spider-Man 10 comes out. You're going to be the voice of the trailer. Simple as that. That's it.
Spider-Man 10. We made another one, despite all odds.
Tell you, this guy's great. This guy's great. What do you say, Mark?
I say he's got a future.
He's got a future. That's right.
Can you record in your house? We have some legal IDs we need you to record.
Can you impersonate me?
Yeah, I can.
Really?
It
would take you a month to learn it. It's so difficult.
Would.
Huh?
It
I'm
would.
such a complicated voice actor. It would take you a long time to get it down pat.
Right, you have to find the hook. You have to find the hook.
Yeah, you'd have to.
Right. That's
yeah.
a very. I never thought of it.
What
that way,
makes
but
Nahum
exactly.
Siegel? You would have to analyze this for a while. You know, come on over for Shabbos over Kiddush. We'll analyze the whole thing. What makes him Nahum Siegel? Anyway, look, as you can tell, I'm envious of you. You've got your whole future ahead. You have an amazing voice. I don't think it's one of a kind. I mean, I was going to say I don't think it's a dime a dozen. I think it is one of a kind. I'm like the guy on America's Got Talent, giving an evaluation here.
Panel of judges.
Can America's Got Talent, do they have ever impersonators and voice people? They don't have that.
They have odd things, but they never make them into the final.
No.
Like anybody can have a talent. I mean, I had a dog act. That doesn't mean it's going to win. Oh, yeah, it did.
I think movie trailer guy could be an America's Got Talent thing.
Actually, there was a guy this year who did do some announcing. I think he was. Yes, there was a guy who did do announcing this year, and he didn't make it past the first round, but he certainly got play on that one show, and he was playing with Nick Cannon backstage. He was doing some announcing.
He probably got an Ivory Soap commercial out of that, I bet.
That was the homeless guy.
Correct. You know about what was his name?
The golden voice, Ted Williams.
Ted Williams, right. His name is Ted Williams. You were in Israel probably then. Ted Williams was the guy they found on the street to do a Cleveland Cavaliers games or something. They do promos for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Where he is right now.
Where is he?
I think back in the street.
No,
seriously.
With a voice like that?
No, I'm serious. I think he was really,
that's where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
All right, we got to be in touch. Could you take this gentleman's information down, please? His name is Justin London. Justin London. And the winner of the third hour of the Papa Shot is Andrew from Florida with 110 points. Give him a $150 gift card to Adorama. You know Adorama?
It's not just a camera store.
Ooh, let's do a favor for Aaron Schechter. Let's get Justin doing Adorama more than a camera store. You mind with the
Here's how you really do a favor for Adorama. Just record the following. Thank you for calling Adorama. Please listen, as our menu options have changed.
Thank you for calling Adorama. Please listen, as our menu options have changed.
Guy's amazing. Guy's amazing. Do we have his information? I don't let him go until we have his information. You have his information? We know how to get a hold of him?
I did get him here.
You can't get. I don't know how we got him here. He fell from the sky. Very, very few voiceover people like this. He just fell from the sky. Justin London, but spelled Lindin.
Lundin.
Oh,
yeah.
Who gave me the wrong
That's
spelling?
why it says
Who
L-I.
gave me the wrong
tricksy.
spelling on
It's a
this?
bit tricksy.
Justin London,
It's a Greek Civ issue.
LUNDIN.com.
Yes.
Good luck at Cy Sim School of Business.
Thank you.
And get that accounting degree, but don't give up in the voice work.
Yeah, I used to actually do. I did a stand-up a couple of years ago for HASC, and one of my shticks was I came out and I said that I'm an accounting major at Cy Sims, and in case I discover one day that I don't want to do accounting for the rest of my life and sit in front of Excel for the next 40 years, I'll just have to go down to a movie studio or a TV station and say,
give me a job, because one man has one desire, one passion, a job this summer, one internship.
But anyway,
I like that. Where's our sound effects? Where's the crowd noise? I like that.
We do a sound effect of some sort.
We do?
On Mark's iPad.
Well, I don't know if he's a sound effect expert. He's a movie trailer guy.
Sound effects?
It's not a sound effect.
I have a library of stuff. I mean, I have a library of stuff. I don't make them, but I just have for gigs when I get work, I have royalty.
The trailer on your website was not from a real movie, correct? You made up that movie. Was it for real?
The trailer on my website. Well, there are a couple. There's Radio Wars, I think.
Correct.
Right. So that was a documentary that was being made, and
that's really your voice.
Right. That's my voice.
As the voice of the trailer.
As the trailer. Right.
Nice.
Right. So I did that in a couple of. I mean, I've been doing a lot of stuff online. The entire nature of the voiceover industry. It's an interesting conversation. It's interesting conversation. It's changed drastically over the past 10 years because of the internet.
Right.
And you have a bunch of voiceover marketplaces now, but they're all. A lot of them I just don't feel are effective. I feel like the real voiceover industry still lies in agents and networking and stuff like that, because there's just a lot of poor quality work.
But there's also a lot of the work is being taken over by well-known actors and actresses.
Right. Well, so that's
just have a recognizable voice, not the quality of the voice that you have,
right?
But just that sort of hint of recollection of that voice sounds familiar. I'm comfortable hearing.
Right.
The biggest star I ever did voiceover work with And can you imagine I'm telling this to the 22-year-old? He'll be as impressed as nothing. But at least you can tell him it's really a big deal. I did a Pitney Bowes commercial with John Ratzenberger, who was the postman on Cheers. That was the biggest star I think I ever did voice work with. And of course, it means nothing to you. You have never heard of Cheers. You've never heard of John Ratzenberger, who was one of the big pop culture figures of the 1980s.
No, he also branched out into there are two that he does a different, and maybe that's also where it plays. There are voiceover work like commercial kind of work,
right?
But there's also voiceover like Ratzenberg. Most of his work is in cartoons,
right? He's a big cartoon guy. That's he's in Toy Story. That's right. You ever hear of Toy Story?
I think so.
That Tom Hanks, That's that Tom Hanks
right,
film.
that's a great example of Tom Hanks and Tommy. No,
right, but Tom Hanks doesn't do commercial work. Guys like Michael Douglas do commercial work.
Right.
He did that car commercial, Michael Douglas.
Yes, so like
Cadillac
voice, yeah,
one of those. All right, Justin, a pleasure meeting you.
All right, well, thank you for having me.
You let me know how we can help you in the future.
Oh, sure, thank you.
You let me know. You let me know we could be of any help. Because the industry, there's everybody else, and then we're at the very, very top.
I would tell the channel we can upcharge for commercials on the Nachum Segal Network.
Yes. We could have the Justin level, and then, of course,
the higher level.
The premium, the Nachum level. Hey, great meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for having me.
Justin London, everybody. Justin London, one of the great voices. You could. The envy is seeping out of my voice. Speaking of voiceovers. See, I'm the dime a dozen. He's this one of a kind.
Yeah, that's what we say about you.
I know.
A dime a dozen.
No, there's a difference. I actually.
What a bummer meeting this guy tonight.
I actually figured.
What an absolute bummer.
I figured what the difference is.
Yeah.
The difference is he could probably read a script.
Right.
I don't want to say read a script better, but let's just say he could read a script with a different quality voice.
Right.
But he can't hold up a conversation for an hour.
On what? What do you mean?
On any topic.
So because we didn't ask him about his interviewing skills.
Correct.
I mean, come on. We didn't ask him that, did we?
We didn't ask.
Should we bring him back? No, we shouldn't bring him back.
And we didn't. And we didn't. You know, I think that's just a whole skill set.
Thank you very much, there, Mark. Sorry. What game is going on right now?
You hold the microphone to your mouth, Benjamin.
Is this on? Oh, it's on. Baron is beating MTA by 1 point at the end of the third quarter.
End of 3, Baron over MTA by 1 point.
Can somebody move that plant?
Amazing. Shlomo Katz is next. This is the Nachum Segal Show, Thursday night, Extravaganza.
Jonathan Zion on bass, friends. Hazaydim bedima bedima Brina yitzero 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 Hazaydim bedima bedima Oy bedina yitzero Didida ira ira Oh ira ira Didida ira ira Oh ira ira Didida ira 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 Did This is Scotty Griffiths on the keyboard.
It's Shlomo Katz, Thursday Night Extravaganza here at the NachumSegal.com online network. We're at the Max Stern Athletic Center Sarachek tournament with a big game going on right behind us. The 4-point game with 6.5 minutes to go. It's Baron. The 4-point game with 6.5 minutes to go. Technical Academy, Yeshiva University High School for boys. I have a feeling, though, that he's more than just a hockey coach. Good evening, sir.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
What is, in fact, your official title beyond hockey?
Wow, we should have done this pre-show. So I don't work at MTA anymore.
Oh.
Besides for hockey coach.
So it's just hockey.
That's correct.
All right, so no, we did do this before the show. I was informed properly. It's simple as that.
I formerly was the director of admissions at
Why
MTA.
are we speaking about hockey on a big basketball night?
Great question. I'm so happy that we're introducing a different sport a little bit, branching out. So this Sunday is the championship game for the MYHSHL
Thank you.
League. The JV and varsity championship games will take place this Sunday in Lawrence at Lawrence Middle School.
Let me guess. Is it TABC against MTA?
It is indeed for varsity. For JV, it's a couple of other teams.
Why do we all have to go all the way out there if we could just?
Great question. Great question. It happens to be a great venue.
Let me ask you a question. Is it TABC against MTA?
It is.
I hear there's some competitive spirit between the two schools.
Look, all I'm saying is
on
that
the hockey court.
All I'm saying is next year we'll have a hockey gym and a basketball gym. I'm just saying.
You have two separate gyms in TABC?
Yes.
Wow, I like that. All right. So what's the story? They beat TABC twice this season, and you are the hockey coach.
Yes,
do you go in with an air of confidence because of those two victories, or do you go in with great trepidation on Sunday?
You need to be very careful, not to be too overconfident. TABC is a team that always comes ready to play. Mo Fuchs, their coach, always has them ready and prepared. And historically, over the last couple of years, the last 5-6 years, we have not fared very well during the regular season against them. This year we beat them twice, which was an accomplishment. So we need to treat it
you should have brought my Nerf
as any other game. But certainly we have a little confidence because we played well against them this year. But we're not underestimating them, and we are taking them very seriously.
Who is your starting goalie on Sunday?
Rami Greenspan of Teaneck, New Jersey is our starting.
You have a lot of confidence in him.
I do.
Is his goals against average very low?
It is. I don't have an exact number for you,
but it's low.
It's pretty good.
One of the best in the league, I would guess.
He's played very well. He in our 2 games against TABC, he shut them out the first time and gave up 1 goal the second time. So he's played pretty well this season.
And who is your top scorer, Dovey Quint, for the MTA Lions? Is it the Lions? We call them Lions?
It's the Lions, yeah. It's the Lions.
Well, who is your top scorer this season?
Top scorer would you're putting me on the spot for a lot of.
Well, give me your 2 or 3 top scorers.
Well, our top line, our top offensive line consists of Akiva Gottlieb and Menachem Mermelstein, our captain.
Lower East Sider.
That's correct. That's correct. And Akiva is
neighbor of mine.
That's very nice. So you know him well.
I hear he's a great hockey player. But you can't ask him. He's so modest. They'll never discuss it with you.
Yes, people around him. They'll tell you he's a good player and a good leader. And Akiva Gottlieb from Teaneck is also one of our top scorers. And then we actually get some offensive firepower from our defense as well. Moshe Lifshitz and Eitan Rosenfeld. So we have scoring from all parts of the team.
That's another name I always hear, Eitan Rosenfeld. They always talk about when it comes to Yeshiva.
He's lucky. The rest of the family ran to Israel.
That's right.
They left him here to play hockey.
Yeah, we made sure to keep him here for his senior year. He actually played for us. This is his 3rd year on the varsity team. 2 years ago when we won the championship game against DRS, he as a sophomore started and was one of our best players then. So he's been a stalwart on defense for us the last 3 years, and we'll miss him.
Have you? And I'm not referring to him when I ask this question. I'm so curious. Do you see often a big drop off in talent? In other words, when you have a sophomore who's just remarkable, are there those when they get to their senior year are simply average, or it doesn't work that way?
You don't see that so much.
Doesn't happen.
No, not so much. I mean, things change, dynamics change, teams change, people around you, the dynamics of different guys playing together. And
have you seen the opposite? Have you seen a mediocre junior turn into an all-star senior?
Yes, I've definitely
seen that. You have seen that?
Yes. A lot of guys work hard at improving, on our team year to year, and we've definitely seen that be the case. And sometimes that's the difference between just a mediocre team and a very good one, is those supporting players who improve when you don't really expect them to.
When a guy doesn't work hard in practice, what do we do? In certain sports, they run laps. What do they do in hockey? How do we get the point across? They got to work hard.
What do I tell them to do, and what do they actually do? Those are 2 separate questions. Running suicides is a nice thing that we do, but actually
we still do that.
We still run suicides. We actually run marathons even. Actually, this is. I'll throw you a little curveball here. This is the 2nd year in a row that MTA varsity hockey went to Miami for the Miami Marathon.
And they ran a full marathon?
We ran a half marathon. This is the 2nd year in a row that we went with Chai Lifeline. Last year we raised $35,000. This year we raised close to $25,000.
Every member of the team?
Just about. A couple guys had certain excuses. They were either in Israel or they had other engagements. But the majority of the team has run the half marathon the last 2 years. So we run marathons. We don't run suicides.
How many years are you hockey coach here?
This is my 3rd year as coach of the varsity team, and I coached the JV team 1 year as the head coach, and then a couple years before that as an assistant. So this is my sixth year, I think.
Yep. MTA has a long line of great hockey coaches, don't they?
Well, I would say there's one person who had a lot of success, a long line, that was basically credit to one person being Rabbi Schiller.
Does he still come to the hockey games?
He does.
Will he be at the championship?
He will be there. Please God, he will be there. He was there the other night at the semifinal.
Does he still throw his Hasidic hat in the ring when, not in the ring, on the court when there's a hat trick?
I haven't seen him do that yet, but 2 years ago when we won the championship, we were able to bring him over the trophy, which he raised in happiness. So that was a nice moment for him a couple years ago. And actually, we're going for our 10th all-time championship on Sunday.
It's a shame you're not going to make
rings.
It's a shame.
Oh, relax. We're sitting here at MTA's home. You're starting to tout TABC?
I have to add some balance.
I got 2 kids in TABC.
What are they at? How many championships do they have? I don't
know. A little trash talking here, I see.
I don't think it's...
I have 2 kids in TABC, but I still won't tell Menachem Mermelstein who I'm rooting for on Sunday.
No, we had a bit of a drought before we won 2 years ago. It had been 15 years since the last time.
Is that true?
So as we say, we're restoring the roar a little bit, and this is the 2nd championship game in 3 years.
Is there a reason why schools just go into a drought for that long and then become dominant again? But I guess for a few years, it's always if you have a good core crew.
I mean, it depends on a lot of variables. I get that question a lot when I was working in the admissions job as well.
That's funny.
So it's cyclical and things change, and certainly I would be remiss to not mention the fact that TABC has a junior hockey league that has all of the Bergen County youth playing games in the TABC
Correct,
gym.
but half the kids you mentioned
are from
that league. So it's not like you're not getting those kids.
Well, yeah, I don't know about half.
I mean, Gottlieb, Rosenfeld. I mean,
yeah.
those are of the four names you mentioned.
Do you still play Alliance
and
Leagues tonight at every practice?
Kids.
Didn't they used to do that?
There's a lot of things we don't do that Rebbe Schiller used to do.
A lot of traditions that they used to have.
He laid the groundwork, but we haven't kept all of them, but we've kept
all right.
a bunch.
I want to wish you good luck on Sunday.
Thank you so
what time
much.
is the game out there on Long Island?
So the JV game is at 1:45. That'll be TABC and DRS.
Right.
And the varsity game's at 3:45. And at Lawrence Middle School, 195 Broadway, Lawrence, New York.
You know who's a very close friend of this show?
Who's that?
Commissioner Seth Gordon.
He's a good friend of mine, too. I don't know if I should
Is
say
he really
good friend. I don't know if I'm going to say good friend on there. He's a great guy.
Has he ever suspended any of your players?
Not yet. And we don't intend on him starting to do that before Sunday. He's a good man. He works very hard for our league on behalf of the teams and the players, so we appreciate Seth.
You know what we call him, ironically enough? Commissioner Gordon. Thank you, Dovey Quinn.
Thank you for having me.
Our best regards to everybody at MTA as the Lions go for their 10th hockey championship this Sunday against TABC. What are the Vegas odds? Anybody know who's favored in the game? Anybody know?
I don't know. Not allowed to bet New Jersey anymore.
We don't know who's favored in the game.
They're working on that.
Benjamin, what's the word on the street?
Got rejected.
What's the word on the street? TABC or MTA favored on Sunday? Do we know yet?
I mean, MTA won twice in the regular season, so.
Right. So that would be it? They have to be given the edge?
Yeah.
Simple as that. All right, we're giving MTA the edge.
We'll take it. We'll deliver on Sunday.
High expectations, Mr. Quint.
That's what we said. We got to meet him. So
that's right.
Hopefully Sunday.
All right. Good luck and
Thanks
thank
for
you
having me.
Dovey Quint, the hockey legend, with us in a long line of great MTA coaches that he claims stops at one coach, and that's Rabbi Schiller. And he is now the coach of MTA, and he is going for the 10th. Could you imagine if MTA beats TABC on Sunday? It's their 10th hockey championship. What do you think of that? In this game, Barron versus MTA, it's tied at 41. They're tied.
Didn't Barron just play? Oh, this is a long game.
They're tied at 41 with 2.5 minutes
been neck
to go.
and neck the whole game.
We'll give you an update coming up. Keep it here at NachumSegal.com.
Turnovers. It's going to sting MTA, but I have no doubt that MTA will get that ball back and do something great.
And
turnovers.
2 minutes, 18 seconds as Zach Yosha will
But I
bring
don't
up the
have
ball
no
for
doubt
Barron.
that
Brings
ball
it over
back and
half
do something
court,
great.
and he draws the foul on the ground. That is the 6th 2 team minutes, foul 18 for seconds as Zach MTA. Yosha will Any bring up other the ball foul now for Barron. by brings it over half Well, they court, just added and he 2 draws fouls the to foul on the scoreboard. ground. That We'll is see what the goes on. It read 6th 5, 2 and minute then foul, 6-7 really Zach fast. Yosha will bring I up the believe foul it is now the by 6th team brings foul it over based on half the court, scoreboard, and and 2 2 fouls fouls to foul on the ground. If it is the 7th, he'll go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. A chance to take ball down. Brings foul based on the scoreboard, and 2 fouls to foul on the ground. If it is the 7th, he'll go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. A chance to take ball down. Brings foul based on the scoreboard, and 2 fouls to foul on the ground. If it is the 7th, he'll go to the line and shoot a 1-on-1. A chance to take ball down.
I don't think that will be the case, but if he's literally
Either team is, as Kamenetsky trying to poke it out. It'll send Albert Cass to the line to shoot a 1-on-1.
Judah post-game show coming up after this game as the free throw is good. So Barron now leading 42-41 by 1 point. Again, Camp Judah post-game show coming up after this game as the free Camp Judah West is good. So Barron now leading
bad fundamentals there by MTA on the box out. And here comes Kamenetsky. Barron leading 42-41. Kamenetsky into the paint, over shift, no good. Yosha with the rebound. And here comes Kamenetsky. Throws it down court to leading Albert Katz, who's all 42-41. alone. He's going to bring it into the paint. Over Schiff. And No goes
good.
Yosher
with the
It's
rebound.
Schiff for three. This one is
Throws it
finally
down.
off the mark. I guess we can't hit them all, but a good look and a look at Baron Watts. It's Schiff for three. This one is finally off the mark. This puts it up, no good. The rebound being fought for. It's on the floor, being fight. It's Katz and Feld, and they call it jump ball. Puts it up, no good. The rebound being fought for. It's on the floor, being fight. They're saying it's Katz and Feld, and they call it jump ball. Puts it up, no good. The rebound being fought for. It's on the floor, being fight. They're saying Baron Coach is trying to argue. He believes that the possession arrow is supposed to be in their direction. It looks like, it's on the floor, being fight. Game, and right now either team can come away with this one. It's been a nail biter throughout. Baron had a little bit of a lead at some point, but for the most part, this has been basically either team can come away with this one. It's been a nail biter throughout. Baron had a little bit of a lead at right now. For the most part, this has been basically either team can come away with this one. It's been a nail biter throughout. Baron had a little bit of a lead at right now. For the most part.
To you in the booth.
That is a great point, Ari. Really wonderful. MTA Lions using a bunch of their timeouts beforehand. That may hurt him on addition to their turnovers. That is a great point, Ari. Really wonderful. MTA Lions using a bunch of their timeouts. MTA Lions. That may hurt him on addition to their turnovers. That is a great point, Ari. Really wonderful. MTA Lions using a bunch of their timeouts. MTA Lions. That may hurt him on addition to their turnovers. That is a great point, Ari.
MTA will have the ball underneath. A minute 15 here in the game. MTA trailing by 1. And they're set up right now in a stack. Will have the ball underneath. A minute. To Yosher.
Pretty well, 79. You got 79 points, ZK? No, Benjamin Siegel got 79 points on the Papa shot? What's better, to get 79 points or to meet Edon? What's better?
Yeah, why can't you do both?
Oh, you met him tonight? Well, he was here.
His mic's on him.
Rabbi David Goldwasser's words, Zecher Nishmas of Zebin Rabbi Yosef Alevi. Here is Rabbi David Goldwasser with our Torah Thought of the Week.
Good evening. The Torah tells us at the end of Parshas Pekudei that the cloud covered the Ohel Moed, and therefore Moshe cannot enter the tent of meeting. Rashi explains that as long as the cloud covered the Ohel Moed, Moshe Rabbeinu could not enter. Similarly, when Moshe had to ascend Har Sinai, it was covered by a dense cloud. It prevented Moshe from approaching. The question is asked, how was Moshe able to finally come up to Har Sinai? There are offered. Rebbe Eliezer says that Hashem grabbed Moshe and pulled him in. The great sage Reb Shmuel said that Hashem made a path through the cloud and Moshe Rabbeinu was able to enter. Hagoyin Rav Moshe Feinstein expresses an important principle for life, which incorporates both views. There are times in life when a person feels impeded by a dark cloud hanging over him. It prevents the person from moving forward. The truth is, however, nothing is impossible. Just as Moshe found his way through the path
Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Sheinis le'enei kol